Slip and slide any way you want. Here we go. And we are live, guys. Welcome to DCTV, where I am your host, Drew Collins, bringing you all sports-related news here in the greater Cincinnati area. Who Day, baby. We got a good one on our hands today. The Cincinnati Bengals versus the Baltimore Ravens here in Week 5. A fun one. We get to watch two of the future quarterbacks of our league, and Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I know a lot of people are expecting a shootout here on this Sunday, on this beautiful Sunday evening. And man, I am so excited to get into today's game. Welcome everybody to the stream. Got Cray Pup, In-Law, Blockhead, Owen, Yeet. I appreciate all you guys coming in early and supporting the stream. In-Law says he hopes the Bengals win this. We've got a few people saying Who Day, my guys. Burrows needs to be in every graphic for the Bengals from now on. I mean, yeah, it does help with some of the clicks. And Yeet says, yo, what's up, my man, Yeet? Appreciate you joining on the stream today, buddy. All right, so here we go. Yeah, we got a fun one on our hands, and I am super excited to get this one going. Hi, welcome to the stream, Who Day, my man. And within a few minutes, we'll get going and talking about this matchup we got here in our hands, which should be a very fun one to watch. You have Troy Polamalu's hair. I appreciate it. Just in Bengals form, right? Just in Bengals form. I have to go grab my DirecTV box. Give me 1 second to set up the game so I can watch the game. All right. So, we'll get this one started early, guys. What are your score predictions for today's game? What are your guys' score predictions for today's game? You guys having the Bengals win? You guys having the Bengals lose? You having a shootout? You having a closely knitted game? What do you guys got? And in a little bit, I will give my score predictions for what I have for today. Because I got a good one. What am I missing? That cord. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to hook up my DirecTV. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, that took forever. All right, we're back. We're back, and we're ready to go. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys, got to get it plugged up for the game, so we have it ready. So we got it ready for the stream. What are your guys' score predictions for today's game? Let me know right now in the comment section. What are your guys' score prediction? I have a good feeling. Where was my score prediction I had in our last live stream? I got some player predictions. Then Lamar is playing. Geno Atkins is playing. A lot of guys that we thought were not going to play are active in today's game. So good news for the Bengals and also good news for the Ravens as they have Lamar Jackson active, which would have been a game changer if we would have been going up against RG3 rather than Lamar Jackson. But they got lucky on that one. That's for sure. They definitely got lucky on that one. Hopefully our O-line can hold up today. That is going to be a huge deciding factor in today's game. You're 110% right. depending on what our O-line can do today, that is going to be 110% super very important. Like our O-line has to hold up. And this Ravens defense is no joke. I mean, they don't have the best defense in the league, but this Ravens defense is no joke. So I totally agree with you. Our offensive lines are really going to have to get into it. Let's go ahead and get into the main scene there. All right, so here we go. Let me go ahead. I got to fix some graphics. So the live scoreboard, how is that looking? Going to have to fix that up real quick for the stream. Let's see. Let's see. I need a Bengals versus Ravens score. Or Bengals versus Ravens. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to fix up some of these graphics before the stream gets started. What are you guys saying? Thoughts on Lawson starting today over Dunlap? I love it. I love Dunlap. He's a great captain. He's an all-time Bengal. But we got to get our young guys in there, and we got to get them going. They got to get some action. And the more reps, the more they're going to improve. You know what I mean? So I love it personally. We can get Carlos on there, maybe third downs. So I personally like it a lot. I think a lot of people think that just because he's not starting, he's not going to play. I do think we're going to see him. I just don't think we're going to see him as much as he is. And if you watch him, he just isn't as big of a game-changer contributor as he usually is when he's in there every single down like he has been. So personally, I like it, and we'll see how it pays off or if it pays off. So, I mean, if our guys step up and we get a lot of pressure and some sacks, then obviously it's a good move and we'll stay with it moving forward. If not, then we'll just move Carlos Dunlap right back. Honestly, I like it. We gotta find some answers to getting some pressure on the quarterback, and Carlos Dunlap just hasn't been it yet this season. And maybe this, like I said, maybe this backfires on us and we don't do as good as we wanted, and Carlos Dunlap gets a spot back next week. I've seen like a lot of people freaking out about it, and it's like, let's not freak out. This could go in favor. If not, it will probably get changed back next week. So, I like it. Oh, come on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this fixed up. Okay, there we go. That's working a little bit better. Here, wait, let's cancel. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I gotta crop it. Filters. So yeah, I personally like the move, honestly. My Joe Burrow jersey's on the way. Nice. Dude, I ordered this back like on draft night, and it took months for it to get here. So hopefully you get it soon, but I don't know, man. It might take a little while. Hey, what's up, Vol? What's up, man? Who day, my man? What are your guys' score predictions or player predictions for today's game? Sorry, I'm just trying to get fixed up this layout real quick before the stream. Should take me nothing but another second. Properties. If you guys haven't already, make sure you leave that like so the stream will get spread around to a lot of people, and the stream will hopefully does pretty good. I don't know if a lot of people are going to be joining because it's the Ravens, or if a lot of people aren't going to be joining because it's the Ravens, because the Ravens are so good. So I kind of have a mixed feeling of how today's stream might turn out for today. There you go. That's looking better. It's looking better. And then in just a second, I'm going to go ahead and post on my social media so we can get some more people on here. 375. Boom. All right, how's that look? Oh, it looks so much better. That should look so much better. Let me go ahead and... Boom, just like that. How's that look, guys? Mine is already shipping. It'll be here in 3 to 4 days. Nice. Okay, well, it looks like they got that fixed up a little bit. When I ordered this jersey back in the day, it took like 3 to 4 months. It was just a different breed, but that was back when COVID was not new, because COVID was around for a while, but I think shipping companies were still struggling with the process of COVID. We're going to need Geno and Reader to stuff up the run game. You are 110% correct, my man. Yeah, we're going to need Geno to step up big because it's his first game back. Hopefully he can at least get a sack. If not, just clog up those running lanes. Same thing with DJ Reader. He's tried his best that he can. He's tried his best possible, try to do it, these past, few weeks. But it's going to be totally different when he has Geno Atkins to his side helping him out. DJ Reader can't do it all himself, so I feel like the help of Geno Atkins is going to benefit him a lot. So I'm really excited for that. Let's get this figured out. That's going to bother me, but... Oop. No. But once I get this figured out, I will post my social media and we'll get some more people on here. If you guys are just now joining, like Ooga Booga just said, it's game day, boys. Let's get excited. Let's get some Who Days in the chat. I'm so excited to be here and be able to stream with you guys of this beautiful Sunday. I'm so excited to be able to get this stream going and talk some football with you guys. It's favorite part of the week. There we go. It's looking a little better. All right, that looks good enough. I'm going to keep it like that. Because if not, I'm going to keep messing with it the whole time. All right. What are we saying? It's game day, boys. Let me go ahead and get posted on my social media real quick. Try to get some more people in here. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Take away this recent subscriber, Nova, and let that be your name when you hit that subscribe button here on YouTube. Let me get going on Facebook, too. Slip on slide. If you guys haven't already, make sure you follow me on all my social media too. Hey, what's up, Billy Bob? Welcome back. Who Day, my man. Who Day. Trying to get posted here on social media. Oop. What are you guys saying? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get posted here on social media. Let me know your predictions, and in a little bit, I'll go over my score prediction and my player predictions. I have one for Mixon for a player prediction. I have one for an offensive line prediction. I have one for a defensive front prediction, and then a prediction for our safeties. So I got a couple player predictions for our guys on there that I'm super excited for. Looks like that, there we go. We got to move that up. Perfect. So that should start working. Let's see. Slip inside any way you want. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get posted on my social media. But I guess I'll go over my predictions right now. So for a score prediction, I have 27-24 Bengals. Best case scenario. That's my score prediction. I think it could get out of hand. I'm just going to say both rushing attacks get pretty active and the clock runs a little bit. So 27-24, although I do think it could get a higher scoring game than that. That's just what I'm hoping it stays around. But I definitely think it could get higher than that. For my player predictions for Week 5, I'm going to have Mixon getting another 100-yard game, continuing his momentum after last week's amazing 3-touchdown performance. I have him with 100 yards and 1 touchdown to continue a little bit of that momentum moving on to this week. For our offensive line, I have a group I have a group prediction. This I think is the one that is honestly might be the least possible. No more than 3 sacks allowed on today's game. If we can do that, I think it's going to be a key success to if we can get a W. We have another. My next one is 3+ sacks for our defense. So for our offense line, no more than 3 sacks allowed. For our defense, 3 or more sacks for our defense. Carl Lawson, Sam Hubbard, Akeem Davis-Gathers. We need some guys to get back there in that backfield and wrap up Lamar Jackson because they are going to run the ball. But we also got to think Lamar Jackson is coming off a little bit of a knee tweak injury. I'm not too sure what it is. I think they kind of swept it under the carpet, but he's good to go. He's healthy, but are they going to be hesitant to rush the ball at Lamar? We're going to have to find that out here in today's game. Next up, 3+ sacks for our defense, and last but not least, one of our safeties will have a turnover. Von Bell or Jesse Bates, one of them have an interception, forced fumble recovery, something that turnover is a big turnover. Jesse Bates has been phenomenal, the number one PFF ranked safety in the entire National Football League so far this season, and then Von Bell's got to step up as well. They have a big old guy by the name of Mark Andrews, who I'm assuming one of our safeties is going to be guarding majority of the game, so he's a big guy. We got to wrap him up and maybe punch the ball out because he's already fumbled once this year, so I'd like to see it happen again. You think it's going to be a close game, 45-42, Bengals, a field goal to win it? That'd be nice to be on the other side of a winning field goal. I agree with that one. You're going to go with 30-33. If Mixon gets going, I wouldn't mind seeing a few planned QB draws with Burrow, just catch him off guard. No, I totally agree. If they are not doing a QB spy and they're playing a little bit conservative for the pressing game, I mean, we saw Burrow take off a few times up the gut, or has tried to. Obviously, his first touchdown of his career was that play. Ran it up the gut for himself, picked his own number. We've seen him do a few times in the past few weeks. Hasn't really worked out as well as when he tried to take off the defensive front, kind of peers in on him and wraps him up. But if he calls his own number, I'm okay with it today. I don't know. Ravens have the best kicker in the NFL. Yeah, they got their guy. That's for sure. And we might too. I know we missed that one against the Chargers, but ever since then, Randy Bullock has been automatic. I can't even lie. Randy Bullock has been automatic. All right, so here we go. Ravens got this by a mile. Yeah, I mean, this one could get ugly. The Ravens could walk away with this one. We'll just really have to see. But this is one the Ravens can't take away, but we'll have to see. Joe Burrow is a competitor, and he's shown that he can put up numbers. So that's why I'm saying my prediction is 27-24, but it could honestly be a lot higher than that, in my opinion. Do you think Alex Redmond was the reason why our offensive line did so well last week, or do you think it was because we were only playing against the Jags? I think it's a little bit of both. Alex Redmond stepped up, did some good things that I really appreciated, but at the same time, he wasn't the only big contributor of why we had success. Also played the Jaguars, who have, they're not as good of a pass rush as the previous teams we played. They do have Josh Allen, who is a great, defensive end. We did slow him down, obviously. Miles Jack, he had an interception on that Drew Sample, so I know that's not pass rush, but I think there's a big couple of things that play into it. I think part of it is it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. It also did look like the offense line and Joe Burrow were a little bit more in sync. It looks like they're a little bit more comfortable with each other. If you watch the mic'd up for Burrow, you'd see that Burrow was constantly thanking the O-line, hey, man, that's you. Good job. You're the reason we won. So stuff like that. They're seeming like they're finding a little bit more chemistry, getting more comfortable with each other. So I think it's something that's going to take a little bit more time and maybe some more pieces. The 5 guys we have right now aren't the future on our offensive line. A few of them might be, but not all of them. So we'll have to see how it turns out, honestly. Randy Bullock missed a field goal versus the Chargers game. That was not good. Yeah. But Randy Bullock ever since then has been automatic. So I can't even lie. Day says Bengals 24, Ravens 21. Who day, my man? Hey, that's why I like the sound of that. It's similar to mine. I said 27-24, so I like the sound of that for sure. What I need to do, I need to grab my DirecTV remote, guys. Give me 1 sec. So we can watch the game. I'm going to need to be able to watch the game, so I'll call the game. There we go. All right. Let's get going. What time is it? Got about 30 minutes, guys. Got about 30 minutes before kickoff. Got a good 30 minutes before kickoff, guys. I'm super excited. We are in Baltimore. Obviously, there are no fans. If not, this place would be rocking if there was fans. Lamar Jackson leads the team in the rushing category. But like I said, it's going to be interesting to see. He sat out this week in practice with a knee injury. So is that going to affect his is he going to hesitate to run the ball at all this week? So that's going to be something I'm really interested to see because, if they're doing I don't know, let's say let's say they're doing the fake handoff plays like that. Or should the Bengals take the bait on him? I'm not too sure because I don't know. I mean, your franchise quarterback, you're only, it is a divisional game. It's very important. But if his knee really is, tweaked a little bit, do you want to risk him taking a hit to his knee again and injuring it? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, we have Calais Campbell we're going up against and Brandon Williams, the defensive tackle. So this defensive front for this Ravens team is no joke. And like you said, your question about, Jonah Williams, Trey Hopkins, and all them, are they the guys? Is our offense solved? Our offensive line solved? We will find out today real quick. That's for sure. We will find out pretty quickly. I think we need to fix our right side. I think Jonah Williams, Michael Jordan, and Trey Hopkins are the future. We need to get a right guard and right tackle. I mean, the only one I'm really sold on at this point is Jonah Williams. We're only 4 games in the season, so, they could be bluffing a little bit, playing a little bit more than what they really are. Hopefully that's not the case. The only one I'm completely sold on right now that I'm super comfortable to say they are the future is Jonah Williams. And that's just, I got to see more football. You know what I mean? But we'll have to see for sure. And this is going to be a big test, like I said. And then when we play the Steelers, that's going to be a whole nother big test as well. Because the Steelers are no joke either, that's for sure. The Steelers are no joke. At least that defensive front for Pittsburgh. And we all know how dirty they can play sometimes. So this is a good test to find out what we got cooking up for our offensive front. I've been noticing in the first 4 games that our offense has been starting out really slow, like going 3 and out in our first couple of drives. We can't do that this week if we want to win. And that's a very solid point. Very solid point. A big key to success, at least versus the Ravens, is you got to get on the board first, and you got to run with that lead. When you have a team like the Ravens, their number one goal is getting that lead first. Because once they do that, they're going to milk the clock. We saw it against when we played the Browns. All they wanted to do was get that lead first because what are they going to do? They're going to run it out. They're going to run and run and run until they can't no more. And that's the same thing with this game. I said in my prediction video, whichever team scores first has a tremendous amount to, possibility to win this game. So I said it before, and I think I'm going to stick with it. Whoever gets, a good lead up front first has a good chance of winning this ball game. And that's just because either team, if they can get their rushing game going, it's going to make it a lot easier because then it opens play action. And then they got to play in the box, which is, more man-on-man coverage. And you have guys like Tyler Boyd who is going to burn man coverage all game long. Vice versa. They got some guys on their team that has some burners as well. So that is 100% correct. Ooga booga, whoever gets on the board first is going to have a tremendous possibility of winning this game. I totally agree. So here we go. Looks like the Nightbot is working. I didn't know the Nightbot works. That's the first time I've seen the Nightbot in the chat. All right, so for the new people joining the stream, make sure you leave a like and hit that subscribe button. And if you're on Facebook, make sure you hit that follow button. But yeah, let me know your score predictions and player predictions if you haven't let me know already. If you didn't hear mine, I got 27-24 Bengals, and then a couple player predictions. I have to do a mix in the O-line, the D-line, and our safeties. A lot of good stuff going for us. We are just Under 28 minutes till kickoff, so we're counting down, guys, and we're getting ready. I am super excited. Let's see what we got going. Here, I'm going to do this. All right, guys, what are you guys saying? There's at least 15 plus people in here. Let me know what your guys' score and player predictions. Like I said, it's going to be a big one, whoever can get that lead first. It's going to be interesting for our defense. Is Logan Wilson active? I didn't get to see an update on Logan Wilson if he's active. Do we have an update on Logan Wilson? Let me check that, because hopefully he is active. Let's see what we got cooking up for the injury report. Oh, I think he's active. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's so huge. Let's go. Awesome. Okay, so it looks like Logan Wilson is going to be active. It looks like the guys that will be sitting out are John Ross and Mackenzie Alexander, I believe. Do we have an update on Mackenzie Alexander? Does anybody know that? Hey, what's up, EG? Thanks for joining the stream. Who day, my man? It's going to be 100 to 103, man. It might be. Dude, it honestly might be. I'm going to be honest. Going against the gang, but I got 28-13 Ravens. Hey, and, a reality check. Sometimes you got to take that pill, Brian. Best case scenario, I have Bengals 27-24, but I think it can get out of hand if the Ravens get the lead early. My biggest key to this game is to get the lead first, because if you let the Ravens get the lead first, they're gonna run away with it. But when you see them go up against the Chiefs, and in no way am I portraying our team as the Chiefs, but when the Chiefs were able to get that lead, the Ravens struggled because that forced Lamar to throw the ball, and Lamar was just making piss poor decisions majority of the time. And he wasn't making good throws either. If you watch that game, if you're a Ravens fan or not, Lamar was not accurate. So, when he's under pressure, it's going to be a lot harder for him to be able to come back into a game. He can still do it. The Ravens have a lot of weapons. They can still get into a game, but you know what they're best at, and that's running the ball. So, I really appreciate that. Colin, thank you for following on Facebook. Appreciate the follow on Facebook. If you guys are in here on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button too on YouTube. Joe Mixon needs another big game. Yeah, one of my predictions is Joe Mixon's going to get 100 yards and 1 touchdown at least. We need Mixon to step up to, be able to compete in this game. I totally 100% agree. We need him big time in this game. And that's just rushing. I have him rushing 100 yards and 1 touchdown, but total yards at least 150. We're going to need him on the receiving game as well. And, maybe they'll throw in Giovanni Bernard a little bit to help that receiving game. We'll just have to see. Lamar got that speed. Lamar got the burners, man. Don't disrespect Lamar. Youngest MVP of all time. He's a great player. You just want to force him to throw the ball. He can throw the ball. He will throw the ball. But what I've seen so far when I've watched the Ravens, when he is behind and under pressure, he's not as good as when he has the lead. He's more calm, cool, and collected when he has the lead. So I don't think you could ever get to 200 in Madden. Yeah, Madden, you definitely could, for sure. But if you're just joining the stream, make sure if you're on Facebook, hit that follow button and that like button. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and that like button as well. How much longer we're at? Let's see, we're at 12:36, so about 24 minutes, guys, until kickoff. Let's go. If you're in the stream, make sure you put your score predictions and your player predictions. Your score predictions and your player predictions for today's game. I'm going to try to get something going here. What are you guys saying? This game could very well turn into a battle between Mark Ingram and Joe Mixon. And you're exactly correct. And it's not just Mark Ingram. It's Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins, and who's the other back they have? They have 3 running backs that they've been utilizing this season, plus Lamar. And Lamar's leading in rushing for the Ravens this year. It's not just Mark Ingram. It's Gus Edwards, Mark Ingram, and J.K. Dobbins, and then also Lamar. So, yes, that's why I'm saying this game could be very high scoring. At the same time, it could be pretty low scoring because both teams are running the ball. What happens when you run the ball? The clock is milking, the clock's ticking, and you don't get as many possessions as you would at a shootout, throwing, when you throw the ball. So I think today could be the AJ Green big comeback game. Yeah, and I know a lot of people have been predicting that. A lot of people predicted that last week. I predicted it last week. Jacksonville Jaguars don't have a number one cornerback, so I was like, okay, this is the week. AJ Green, 100 yards, a touchdown, and his, bounce back to go back to his old ways. And boy, was I wrong about AJ Green last week. But I feel like every week that gets brought up in a stream, oh, this is the week for AJ. This is the week for AJ. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, and I don't know how long I'm gonna have to keep waiting. I know he has a very high success rate against the Ravens. So I've seen it a lot this week in the social media, Twitter, Instagram, here on the comments. You see the old highlights of AJ Green versus the Ravens, how he just torched them in the past, I don't know, so many times in the past few years. So no, I mean, this definitely could be AJ Green's time to step back up. He plays big against the Ravens, so I'd like to see it for sure. And it would only help us so much. So for sure, I would definitely like to see that. What do you got? This game, if our O-line holds up. Yes, our O-line has to hold up. This is a big game for our O-line, man. I mean, they did look good against the Jaguars, but can they look good against the Baltimore Ravens? We'll have to find out. We will find out. JK is better than Mark Ingram, and plus JK is much faster. I don't know if I'd go that far I think it's a little too early to rule that. Mark Ingram is really good, and he's more of a guy to go in there and punch it up the gut. Where J.K. Dobbins, they've usually been using him more as a little bit of a scat pack, in the receiving game, and then try to get him outside horizontally, use some of that speed. Where Mark Ingram, it's like third and short, punch it up the gut with him type of plays. So I mean, they're both really good. Don't get me wrong, and J.K. Dobbins was a great pick for the Ravens. So I just don't know if I'm there yet to say he's better than him already. Why don't the Bengals use John Ross? Well, John Ross is out again this week. So he was out last week, maybe the week before that, and this week as well. I think this week it was ruled as an illness, not COVID, but some type of illness I believe he was ruled out with. So the Bengals can't use him if he can't play, right? If he's not on the field, he won't be able to play. So it is what it is. I'm gonna predict on AJ Green comeback game every game, so when it actually happens, I'll be right. And I know, and as someone like me or like a social media influencer who like has people who watch them and like listens to them, and it's like you don't want to keep repeating yourself. If there's been one thing I'm gonna be honest with you guys with, where I keep repeating myself, it's our safeties. I think every single week I've said one of our safeties, either Von Bell or Jesse Bates, is gonna get a turnover, and it finally almost happened last week. Jesse Bates got a deflection that led to an interception. Technically, it's not his turnover, but it literally almost happened, and I was so pumped. But Jesse Bates is the number one ranked safety in Pro Football Focus in the entire NFL. So at least I've been right that my prediction before the season was this is going to be the season where he makes a Pro Bowl. And so far, I think he might. He's definitely on his way to making a Pro Bowl for sure. A turnover would really help his stats, too. Because, that deflection isn't marked. Deflection leading to interception is just marked as deflection, unfortunately. If we keep Lamar in the pocket, we have a chance. Yeah, and, like I keep saying, it's going to be interesting to see how hard they run the ball with Lamar, because he's been out this whole week of practice with a knee injury. So, is he 100% with that knee injury? Are they going to, want to force him to possibly get hit in that knee and hurt it furthermore? So it's going to be interesting to see, if they hesitate running the ball with Lamar Jackson. And, if they do, that's definitely on our side to help us for sure. The real question is, do I start mixing in fantasy? It depends. Who is your other running back? If you want me to be honest, I'm starting Mark Andrews, the Baltimore Ravens tight end. And he's just been a beast for me all year. That dude gets a touchdown every single game. Mark Andrews has been a monster for me in fantasy. But it depends who your other back is. I hope you started him last week. I'll say that. I think he had 40 points last week in fantasy. Joe Mixon just went off. I haven't seen much of John Ross at all. One day he will have a breakout game. Yeah, I mean, you haven't seen much of John Ross because he hasn't played. He hasn't played. He's not playing this week, and he hasn't played last week. And I think he barely played the week before that. The most we've seen John Ross was through the first 2 games, and then he sat out that game. T. Higgins got the start. T. Higgins got 2 touchdowns and hasn't looked back. So, John Ross, we gave him a chance in the beginning of the year. He really didn't do anything. So he sits out a game because of injury or something, or I think his child was sick. So, no disrespect. You got to do what you got to do, family first. But so that gave T. Higgins the chance to start. T. Higgins got 2 touchdowns and hasn't looked back since. T. Higgins has looked fantastic. So, I mean, yeah, it's hard when his spot definitely got taken by T. Higgins. Even when he comes back and he's healthy and ready to play, I don't see him playing over T. Higgins anymore. There's just no way. But, I mean, when we play a lot of 4 out and 5 out, that we do, there's going to be time for him to be able to come in and play. Lamar Jackson fumbles like crazy in Madden. I think every quarterback fumbles like crazy in Madden. Everybody fumbles in Madden. That's just Madden. You have Mark Ingram. Nice. We're talking about fantasy. I like Devin Singletary against the Titans. I started him and Odell last week. Safe to say I got the dub. Yeah, I'd hope. That's like 80 to 90 points combined, just the 2 of them. I'd hope. I don't know, Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary doesn't. He shares the rock though. Devin Singletary isn't like a 1, 2, 3 down running back, is he? Because in my eyes, Mixon really doesn't share the rock. I mean, Giovanni Bernard had 2 or 3 rushes last week. When let me rephrase. When Mixon is at his best, like he is last week, he doesn't come off the field very often. When he is struggling, then Bernard will come on the field more. Should you start Rodgers or Wilson? It depends who they both play. There's no way. You have Rodgers and Wilson? That's insane. I don't know. Depends who they both play. Play whoever plays the worst defense. Whichever defense gives up more points in the red zone, either the team the Packers play or the Seahawks play that quarterback. Because you're playing for touchdowns. I wonder who is mic'd up this game. Oh, no, definitely somebody's mic'd up, either on the Ravens or on the Bengals. Somebody is definitely mic'd up for this game. I know they mic up Mark Ingram a lot, so it'd be cool if they mic'd him up and then mic'd up somebody on our defense, like Jesse Bates or Gino, or if they mic'd up Joe Mixon. I don't think I've ever seen a Mixon mic'd up before. The Packers are not playing around this year. Rodgers has been a beast so far, yeah. Packers have looked good, and Rodgers has looked great. Rodgers is a man on a mission. Packers went out there and said, yeah, we're going to basically draft all your replacements, so if you don't play good, you're going to be out of here. Rodgers said, all right, bet. MVP season. I still don't think Rodgers will be retiring with the Packers. I think he's going to pull a Brady and finish his career somewhere else. He's going to go somewhere where an organization is going to say, all right, here's the offense, do what you want, because he doesn't really have that where he's at, in Green Bay, he kind of has it. They kind of made that thing where they said he's faking it sometimes with the audio or whatever. He's going to go to an organization where they said, all right, Aaron Rodgers, here's a playbook. Actually, you make your own playbook. This is your offense. Do what you want. We get who you want. And that's kind of what Tom Brady did with Tampa. I mean, Tampa's done everything possible for Tom Brady so far. They said, all right, Tom Brady, here you go. Do what you want. Who do you want us to go pick? They got a whole bunch of guys for him. So, offensive linemen, Leonard Fournette. I mean, the list just goes on. So, I think we might see something similar with that with Rodgers. If not, if you start Singletary, you're gambling because if one more person tests positive, then the game will be canceled. Correct. That's a good point. I definitely wouldn't then. I definitely wouldn't start Singletary. Because then you get 0 points, where Mixon will at least probably get you 5 to 10 points. At least. Better than 0. You're playing Wilson now? Okay. Because Seattle plays the Vikings. I mean, Mike Zimmer, they looked bad this year, but one game, that defense is going to step up, man. So don't sleep on Mike Zimmer. T is going to have over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. I like that. I mean, 2 touchdowns. He's already done that once so far earlier in the season. So, yeah, I definitely like that prediction. T could have a big game for sure. Auden Tate breakout game. If Auden Tate gets on the field, maybe a breakout game. We don't see much of him. We don't see much of him, unfortunately. We don't see much of him. Here's what I'm going to do. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get something started. I'm trying to get this going. What are you guys saying? We also somehow have Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, that sucks for anyone who drafted McCaffrey. That honestly sucks big time, man. That's just fantasy, man. That's fantasy football for you, though. There's no promises, man. There are no promises. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to share the stream real quick on Facebook. Which, if you guys haven't already, if you're still in here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let's get a like spike going. And if you're on YouTube, you can replace this recent subscriber with your YouTube name. Nova currently has it, and then Colin has the last follow on our Facebook page. How many likes for a buzz cut? At least like 250, 300 likes. At least like 250 likes, which isn't too bad because I average 100 likes on every live stream for game day. Every game day stream, I've gotten 100 likes besides like one of them. So every game day stream, we get 100 likes. That's why I'm saying get a like spike going. But yeah, somebody earlier in the stream says you have that Troy Polamalu hair. I don't think my hair is as good as Troy Polamalu because he had those magical locks. Boyd is having over 100 yards. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked either. What's up, LT? Thanks for joining the stream, my man. Appreciate you always being here week in and week out. Let me see, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get this on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, hit that like button. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button as well. Let's get it going. What's up, guys? Everyone say hi in the chat. If you're in here, get active in that chat. That is why we have it here for you guys as a Bengals community. Can talk Bengals sports and Cincinnati sports. I'm going to go ahead and, if you guys haven't already, join the Discord. If you're a mod in here, are you able, I don't know why it doesn't let me comment on here. Let's get that Discord going. It's just a group chat of all Bengals fans. About 40 of us right now. My goal is to get that to 50. 50 people in that group chat where all we do is talk Cincinnati sports. It is a lot of fun. Maybe depends on the O-line. Oh, always LT. I got you, my man. I got you. I got you. Yes. Ooga Booga just posted the Discord. Press that link. It takes you 5 seconds. It's a group chat with right now, over 40 people. All we do is talk Cincinnati sports. You get live updates for injury updates, player updates, trades, anything sports related. We talk in that Discord. My goal is to hit 50 today. I'm actually doing a live giveaway for today's stream. No, nothing crazy, but I have these DCTV stickers that I've been sitting on for a while. You can put it on your car, your water bottle, wherever you want. High quality stickers. If you leave a like and join this Discord, I will get to you. I'm going to do like a live giveaway. I'm going to pick like maybe 1 to 3 people, and I'm going to be giving those away. Probably sending 1 or 2 stickers to you guys. So that's the giveaway. Join the Discord. I'll see that you joined the Discord. Leave a like. If you're already in the Discord, DM me saying, hey, I left a like on the video. And we'll go from there. So welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. Who day, baby? If Green is going to finally go off, it will be against the Ravens. I like that, Roach. I like it a lot. I've seen a lot of people predicting that. I've seen a lot of people predicting that lately. You know, he has a history of going off against the Ravens, so I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. And man, boy, would I love that. That would be a fun stream to talk about, seeing A.J. Green go off. So here we go. And what time is it? 12:52. Oh, man, I didn't even know it's time for kickoff. Whoops. Okay, let's get going here. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I feel like I always get louder when I put the headset on because I can't hear anything. So I feel like my voice goes really high when I'm in the headset. I'm gonna go ahead and post to my Snapchat, guys. What's up, Snapchat? We are going live right now for game day. Go ahead, join the stream, say what's up, hit the subscribe button, leave a like. Hope you guys all have a great day. All right, that's my Snapchat. If you haven't already, add me on all my social media, link in the description if you haven't already. But I got to get this going for the Facebook as well. Are any of you in the Facebook? If you are, say what's up. I'm trying to get my Facebook page going too. Okay. Welcome, guys. We're getting ready for kickoff right now. All right, I appreciate that. I'll look at it later, LT. I appreciate it. Another AJ Green game winner. Oh man, if we can be clean this time, if the refs don't screw us over, oh, I wish, man. So here we go. We're getting ready to get on the kickoff. I'm trying to get this going on Facebook real quick. So we are live on Facebook as well. All right, guys, hold on. I'm trying to get this going. Don't worry, we're gonna be doing. My Wi-Fi connection sucks. Is the stream good, guys? I'm plugged in. I'm hardwired into the internet on that Ethernet cable. I got all my settings fixed up, so hopefully the stream is going really smooth, guys. We're just a few minutes away here from kickoff, and we're gonna be getting going in a few minutes. They're showing Joe Mixon warming up. Joe Mixon is active in today's game. He had a little bit of a tweaked injury this week in practice, but he's good to go. Averaged 6 yards a carry last week, 3 touchdowns. He was just a beast last week. So I'm really excited to see him get going again. My prediction for him is another 100-yard plus game and a touchdown. All right, we're getting going on Facebook. We're starting the watch party right now on Facebook. You can't start a watch party this time. What? Why not? I don't know why this isn't working. What? Why is it not working? Who dey, my guys? Who dey? What are you guys saying? Who's announcing the Bengals game today? Let's see what they're saying. I haven't really been listening. I've been going out one ear and out the other. Yeah, A.J. Green's career versus Baltimore. Hold on, let's pull up this stat. Let's pull up this insane stat. 53 receptions, 886 yards, and 9 touchdowns just against the Ravens in his career. That is ridiculous. And I think that's a big reason of why people are predicting a big game from AJ today. Come on. I don't know why Facebook's being weird, man. It's really frustrating, though. 25 plus people in here. What's up, Bengals? What's up, King Nation? Appreciate you joining the stream, my man. Hooday, baby. We're getting ready for kickoff here. We're on commercial break, so next time we get back from commercial break, it should be the start of the game. Come on, I don't know why this isn't working. Facebook, why you let me down, Facebook? Why is Facebook letting me down? I think it's going to work. No, it's not what I want. Oh my gosh, this is going to be the death of me, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to get us going on Facebook. Hey, my score prediction for today's game, 27-24 Bengals. My player predictions, mixing 100-plus yards and a touchdown. Our offensive line prediction, no more than 3 sacks allowed. Our defense predictions, 3+ sacks for our defensive front, and one of our safeties will have a turnover. Either Jesse Bates, Von Bell, or Sean Williams. Oh, I think Facebook is going. Nice. Here we go. I'm using a restaurant Wi-Fi. Man, I'm so sorry. What you can probably try doing is turning down the quality of the video, and that actually might help. That might help. Oh, it's working. Let's go. Let's get this going. Here we go. We're getting ready for kickoff. Let's get a little Hooday spam going right now in the comment section for some good luck. We're getting live right now here on kickoff. We're coming back. The Ravens are coming out the tunnel. Ravens 3-1. Bengals 1-2-1. Should at least be 2-2, but it is what it is. We're coming up here in Baltimore. We actually might go to one more commercial break. I hate when they do this. Yes. So we're going to go to one more commercial break, and by the time we come back in the next few minutes, we will be ready to kick the ball off and see who will be receiving and who will be kicking in today's game. Honestly, I said this in my prediction. I prefer to kick off like 90% of games, but this is probably the one game where I might want to hit that return button. I usually say kick the ball off, let our defense come out strong, and then, score before half, get the ball back at half. But during this game, I think I'd rather prefer return against the Ravens. When you're going up against teams like this who can put a lot of points on the board, Ravens, Chiefs, Packers, Seattle, teams that can really score the ball, you really want to get the ball first sometimes, I feel like. So I think this might be one of the games this year where I say let's receive first if we can. Not many times do I say that. I'm a very heavy guy when it comes on kicking it off first, but I think we should receive here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to open my window real quick. A little more light. Awesome. All right. Here we go. We're coming back from commercial break, guys. We are getting ready for kickoff here in week 5. Boy, am I excited. Thank you. So here we go. And we're going to get going here. So here we go. So the only time where a number 1 pick has beat a former MVP was back in 2012 when Andrew Luck, beat Aaron Rodgers, who was the MVP. So it's like not, I guess they're trying to say, the odds are against the Bengals, and we already know this, but let's get going, guys. If you're in here, make sure you join the Discord. If you haven't already, Ooga Booga, put it in the comment section. Hit that link, join the Discord. We talk Cincinnati sports all day. Here we go, kickoff. So the Bengals will be receiving in today's game. So Bengals will be receiving. I did call it. Let's go. Hey, Hooday King Nation, let's get it going. I actually have LaRose's, yes. I have LaRose's downstairs right now. Hey, what's up, my man? LLC. Appreciate you joining the stream. So here we go. Brandon Wilson's going to be back to the kickoff. It is off, and we are going to let this one be a touchback. And here comes on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals onto the field in today's game. So here we go. Joe Burrow in the last 3 games, 928 yards, 6 touchdowns, and only 1 pick. Has just looked fan-freaking-tastic, man. He has just looked great so far. And here we go. He's going to be able to prove himself some more here. So here we go, guys. All right, Joe Burrow in the backfield all by himself. 5 receivers out to start the game. 5 receivers out. Baltimore sending 4. Burrow, throw over the middle. We got a first down. I believe that's Drew Sample over the middle for a gain of about 14 yards. A beautiful way to start the game. And who else than Drew Sample? What a way to come out. Come out and 5 out. Wow, I mean, that's pretty surprising to me. Coming out and 5 out, that's really interesting. So here we go. Appreciate it, LT. So what a way to start the game. 1st and 10. Tyler Boyd getting guarded by Humphrey, who I believe was on the injury report. Joe Mixon, it's going to be a rush to the right side, and it's going to be pushing. The offensive line is moving forward, and he's going to get a gain about 3.5 yards there. Hey, I know it was only about a 3.5, 4-yard gain, but the offensive line was chopping and moving their legs, and we weren't going behind. We were pushing forward, and you like to see that early on in the game. 2nd and 6 here for the Bengals. A Raiders player got hurt first play. 2020 just isn't the year, man. I hate injuries. And let's hope both teams stay clear of injuries in today's game. Burrow all by himself. He's going to roll out to his left, looking for a man. That's going to be T. Higgins, but it's going to be overthrown. 3rd and 6 here for the Bengals. So here we go. For the guys that said in the chat that T. Higgins was going to have a big game, he already has 1 target. Unfortunately, they couldn't connect on it, but Burrow is looking T. Higgins' way early and often. So 3rd and 6 here. What do the Bengals have up their sleeve? We are 37.5% on 3rd down conversions on the year. That's about 26th in the NFL, so not very great. We would like to improve on that in today's game. 13 minutes and 43 seconds remaining. 3rd and 6 for the Bengals at their own 44-yard line. They're going triples out to left and 2 out to the right. 5 out. Burrow by himself. Ravens are going to send the blitz. Burrow has to take off himself, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know if they're going to count it a sack or just a tackle. But Burrow was able to get it back to the line of scrimmage, but that's going to prove strong for the Ravens defense to bend not break, and Bengals are going to have to punt here. So Ravens only sent 3, then they sent 4 late. That's not good. That is not a good look. Judon and a few other Ravens were all over him. Burrow was able to get up to the line of scrimmage, but that's not going to be good enough. 4th and 6, Bengals are punting it away with 13 seconds remaining. Not what I was looking for on this first drive, but here we go. 4th and 6, the punt is off. It's a booming punt. They're going to fair catch it from their own 5-yard line, and we're going to be able to save it, and we did not actually. Dang. I thought he was going to catch it, but he let it go. So never mind. It's going to go back in the end zone. They're going to get from the 25. I thought we were going to pin him. We really needed that pin there. So we're going to commercial break. Not the best way to start the game. I mean, we were proving strong a little bit, but we ended up coming short on that drive. It's always a good Sunday when you know the Bengals are going to wake up getting a win. I hope so, man. I hope so, DMC. If you guys are still in here, we're on commercial break. So while we have that free time, hit that like on the stream. And, okay, there we go. Andres, hit the like. I guess you're on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, appreciate you joining. Hit the subscribe button and share the stream if you haven't already with your friends. But make sure you hit that subscribe button so somebody on YouTube can take over this recent subscriber name right here, and that can be yours. So what are your guys' thoughts on this first drive? We end up coming short, unfortunately. Can't, get some points on the board. Not a good start. Not a bad start. I mean, at least we didn't go 3 and out. We looked like we were moving down the drive. We just couldn't, we tried to get to the ball with T. Higgins, but it didn't really work out. But now we get our Seahawks defense against Lamar Jackson this year. Obviously, Lamar Jackson shredded us last year. Oh, it was so embarrassing. But hopefully we can prove strong and otherwise this season. Yes, EG, let's hope we get a turnover in this drive. Let's hope we can get a turnover in this drive. That would be awesome if we can get a turnover in this drive. Hey, last week we got a turnover on the first drive. We got a pick on that first drive last week, so maybe the same thing this week. We'll have to see. The Steelers have 61 straight games with a sack. That is insane, man. Yeah, that Pittsburgh defensive front is no joke. Football Sunday, that's right, my man. That's right. Nothing better, man. Maybe Monday Night Football is fun too, but Sunday football is the best. So here we go. We're coming back from commercial break. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson will try to get going. I see Snead the fourth and some other weapons in there trying to cause some ruckus. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. They have their fullback and Mark Ingram. They're going to go play action out to the right. It's going to go to the fullback Ricard, and he's going to pick about 6 yards before being forced out of bounds. So Patrick Ricard, the fullback, is going to get the first reception in today's game for the Ravens. So here we go. Obviously, Orlando Brown, Ronnie Stanley, the two starting tackles for the Ravens, left and right. 2 pretty good tackles. We'll see how they hold up against Carlos Dunlap being benched. So Carl Lawson and Sam Hubbard gets the start in today's game. Interesting story to watch today. Mark Ingram in the backfield with Jackson. The fullback Ricard still there as well. Mark Andrews in motion, 2nd and 3. It's going to be a little pass to the receiver. He's going to get a gain of about 15. He's going to the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35 before he's finally knocked out. Oh, my. Jesse Bates made the saving tackle, or that would have been a touchdown. Duvernay, the receiver, it was a fake run to Ingram, then an end-around handoff to the receiver, and he takes it for a long one to start the game. A little bit of trickery up the Ravens' sleeve to start the game already. All the linebackers, all 3 of them bit on it. All 3 linebackers bit for the rush to Ingram. So the end around was perfect. And now they're on the Bengals' 31-yard line already. 1st and 10 Ravens. Mark Andrews and others lining up. Jackson steps up to throw. He's going to be a throw on the run. He's looking end zone. And it's an incomplete pass looking Von Bell's way. And that was intended for Marquise Brown. But Von Bell was in coverage. So 2nd and 10. And Ravens are looking end zone early. I mean, they're throwing all the good plays out there. And they're trying to get on the board quick. So I hope the Bengals defense woke up a little bit after that end around. Because the Ravens aren't messing around. They are not messing around. We'll say that. It's 0-0 right now. 2nd and 10 Ravens from the Bengals 31-yard line. Up to Mark Ingram, up the gut for a gain about 2 yards before being taken away by, I believe, Akeem Davis Gathers. Or Jermaine Pratt, excuse me. So here we go. 3rd and 7 for the Ravens. A huge 3rd down here for the Bengals defense. Sam Hubbard and others talking it over. You got to get off the field here and let them settle for 3. You cannot give a touchdown on the first drive of this game against this Ravens offense. So here we go. Lamar Jackson all by himself. They're going 5 out. Bengals sending 4. Dunlap and others. A throw over the middle and beautiful coverage by Jesse Bates. They were headed to Mark Andrews' way towards the end zone again, and Jesse Bates in coverage, the #1 ranked safety in Pro Football Focus, with already a great play. So yeah, they have the safeties against Mark Andrews. They sent the 3 other receivers to under. They send Mark Andrews deep towards the end zone. Jesse Bates was all over it though. So Ravens are going to have to settle for 3 here early. Justin Tucker, Mr. Automatic, one of the best kickers in the NFL for a very long time. This one's going to be up and right down the middle. And the Baltimore Ravens, with 10 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, are going to take the lead 3-0 over the Cincinnati Bengals. So there we go, 10 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Ravens up 3-0. I mean, at least we bent to not break. When you give up a huge rush to start the game, like an end around they did, at least we were able to stop them for a field goal. But the Ravens were going end zone deep. I mean, they went end zone so many times, and we held strong. Jesse Bates and Von Bell, both the safeties, did a great job in coverage when it went deep. Jesse Bates also had the touchdown-saving tackle. So now you know why he's ranked number 1 for the safety in Pro Football Focus. Score is 0-0. Or 0-3, excuse me. Ravens. So defense holds up a little bit. At first, it didn't look good when they had that huge gain, and then they came back and tried to stop them a little bit. So Jesse Bates really helps us there. I don't know why that's not loading. That should be loading. Scoreboard. So what are your guys' thoughts after both teams get their first drive? Here's what I'm going to do. What is your guys' thoughts on the first drive for both teams? For some reason, Google Sports is not updating. It's not my scoreboard. My scoreboard's good. It's just the Bengals or Google Sports isn't updating for the scoreboard. Not too sure why. So here we go. Resilience for the Bengals offense. Already down, only 3. But can Joe Burrow get a drive going and not let this Ravens offense get the ball back? Already up by 3. Because if our offense can't get points on the board, Ravens hit the ball up and they're already up 3. Like I said, guys, it's going to be huge on who can get ahead first. Because whoever does, they're just going to run it out, milk that clock. So it's going to be huge. We did have a drive. We had a drive. We got about midfield and then punted the ball. We got to about our own 45-yard line, then had to punt. Gave the Ravens the ball. They went down the field and got 3 points. Sophia, thanks for following on Facebook. I appreciate you. If you guys are still in the stream, hit that like button. Let's get a like spike going. And if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button as well. Yeah, Google Sports wasn't working for college yesterday? Okay, well, I might have to find a new scoreboard, guys. I apologize. I don't know why Google Sports isn't working. It should be updating. I'll have to get that here soon. So 10 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. The Ravens are set to kick the ball off. Brandon Wilson won't be able to return this one, so it's going to be a touchback. 1st and 10 for Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. What do we got going here? So here we go, guys. What are your predictions for the drive? Let me know your predictions for this drive right now in the comment section. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, whatever social media you are on, get active in that comment section and give me your predictions for this drive. Mixon in the backfield with Burrow. Tyler Boyd in motion. A.J. Green and T. Higgins are the receivers. Baltimore sending 4. It's going to be a rush to Mixon, who's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards before being wrapped up by a couple of Ravens, and it's going to be about a second medium here. So, offensive line rushing-wise hasn't looked too bad. Mixon 2 rushes for 10 yards, so a 5-yard average here early. You guys think a field goal? Somebody says field goal. Okay. We'll see. 2nd and 5. 10 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Ravens up 3-0 over the Bengals. Play action. Burrow to throw. Has some time. He has a man out to the right. That's T. Higgins wide open for a lot more than a first down with Marcus Peters in coverage. And that is a huge first down for T. Higgins. So Burrow looking T. Higgins' way a lot here early on. So for the people who had predictions for T. Higgins having a big game, it's looking like it. A lot of time here for Burrow in the pocket. Fantastic blocking. Marcus Peters in coverage. One of the best secondary players in the NFL. Gets burnt there by the rookie T. Higgins. 1st and 10 Bengals from, let's see where they're from. From the Ravens 44-yard line. So we're in Ravens territory. Mixon in the backfield. Burrow under center. It's going to be a run, and it's going to be about a gain about a yard. So up the gut for a tough yard, but at least we got a yard. We're not going negative. We're going positive, which is a good look. A.J. Green's going to come off the field on a big 2nd and 9. Not sure why. You know, we're pretty close to field goal range. I don't know why we're taking A.J. Green off the field, but it is what it is. Looks like we got some Ravens fans in here. All right. Well, welcome to the stream. But let's go Bengals. We're on the Ravens' 43-yard line. Burrow, play action, throw over the middle, and looks like Tyler Boyd got tripped up or slipped on the play, so it's going to be an incompletion, 3rd and 9. So Tyler Boyd must have tripped or slipped on the turf, and let's take a replay. So he has Marlon Humphrey one-on-one coverage, and looks like he just fell there, might have slipped up on the turf, and a huge 3rd and 9 here for the Bengals. So Mixon... Or let's see, Drew Sample. We got Boyd. Burrow telling Boyd to go out there. T. Higgins and A.J. Green. We got Drew Sample and Mixon in the backfield with Burrow. Looks like they'll just be blocking her. That was Bernard. Ravens in the blitz. Burrow has to scramble for his life. He makes a play out of it. Goes back 10 yards. And then goes back up for a positive 5 yards. What a circus play. Ravens set the big blitz. Drew Sample and Giovanni Bernard just wasn't enough to block back there. Joe Burrow ran about 5-10 yards negative, ran back positive for about 15 yards, so maybe a positive of 5 yards. So it's going to be a 4th down, but what a circus play by Burrow, who turned nothing into something. And we talk about improvising. That's insane. How did he do that? I don't know, but a huge 4th and 4 here for the Bengals. And I think we have to talk it over if we're going to go for it or not. So we're going to have to burn a timeout here to see if we're going to go for it or not. Bengals were on the field, Burrow, and then he had to call timeout to talk it over at Zach Taylor to get a good play here. So big 4th and 4, and Bengals are going for it. So it is 4th and 4. Bengals are going for it, though. So let's get some lucky hoodays in the chat right now. Looks like they're going to send Burrow back up on the field. 4th and 4, and we're going to go for it. So a lot of confidence with Zach Taylor and Burrow. 4th and 4. We're going for it. We're going for it. Here we go. 4th and 4. 8 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here. We're on the Ravens' 38-yard line. We need 4 here. Bernard in the backfield. Green, Boyd, and Higgins receiving. 4th and 4. Burrow steps to his right. He's going to have to throw this one deep. He's looking end zone. And that was to Tyler Boyd, who was just overthrown. So it's going to be a turnover on downs and not... Where's A.J. Green? Like we keep saying, when A.J. Green's going to step up? 4th and 4. Why are we not looking his way? It's barely overthrown by Tyler Boyd. Turnover on downs. Man. I know it's not A.J. Green's fault, man, but we keep talking about when's he going to get going. 4th and 4. We should definitely be looking his way, right? Tough one there for the Bengals. Turnover on downs. Ravens are going to get it from their own 38-yard line-ish. So... a big bummer there. I mean, that really would have changed the tides here and gave us some momentum. If we pick up that 1st down, we're in field goal range, so we're looking to a tie game. If not, we're scoring points. So, and guys, this throw, and I think, what was it, double coverage, was this close to being completed. Just right over Boyd's hands. Tough one. This is how it's been all year for the Ravens. Bend, don't break. That's how it wins games, man. When you can bend, not break, no matter what team you are in the NFL, that's how you win games. You know, we get that 1st down, and we're already in field goal range, so where it's a tie game, or we take the lead with, 6 points, you get a turnover on downs. Now you guys are looking to add more points on the board. So, here we go. We need the defense to step up here big time. We need the defense to step up big time. Commercial break. When we come back, Ravens and Lamar Jackson will be on the drive to See what he can do. There's about 40 plus people in this stream already. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, join the DCT family, have your name pop up, and be my most recent subscriber. But let's get a like spike going. The goal for today's stream is 100 likes, so hit that like button. It takes 5 seconds out of your day. I'd really appreciate it. But here we go again. What are your guys' predictions for this drive? Do you have the Ravens get more points on the board? Do you have a turnover? Do you have a punt? What are your guys' predictions for this drive? Because this is a big one. If the Ravens get points on the board here, it's not looking good for the Bengals. 7 minutes and 59 seconds remaining here. 3-0 Ravens. So here we go, a run to Mark Ingram. He's going to be wrapped up by Von Bell after a gain about 4 yards. And I'm going to try to change the scoreboard here as Google Sports just doesn't want to work for some reason. So here we go, 2nd and 6 for the Ravens. 7 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. So some people think Lamar touchdown. Pick 6 for Bates. And a punt. 2nd and 6. They're looking out to Marquise Brown for a little screen pass, and he gets absolutely nowhere. Jesse Bates, Mackenzie Alexander pushes him out of bounds. 3rd and medium for the Ravens. It's going to be about 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 here. Big 3rd down here for the Bengals. You got to get off the field here. You don't want to make this a lengthy, possession here. 3rd and 5 here. Here we go. Jesse Bates guarding up tight man coverage. 4 defensive line. We got Mackenzie Alexander and Von Bell also guarding tight. 3rd and 5 here. Jackson in the pocket, throws over to the right. And that's going to be Marquise Brown, Jesse Bates in coverage, and they're going to get the first down. Or excuse me, that's going to be Sims. Excuse me. It's going to be Sims, number 38. I knew better than Jesse Bates busting the coverage, but his 8 looked like a 0 on the jersey. So that's Marquise Brown for a first down. Sims in coverage, and that is just terrible coverage. An easy in and out play. He goes in, goes back out, and he takes it for about 10 yards and a first down. Not good for the Bengals. You really wanted to get off the field there. Nightwolf says, is Geno out there? I believe so. Lamar Jackson, 1st and 10, has all day to throw the ball, and he's looking end zone, and it's overthrown. Where is the pass rush? I have no idea. It's going to be an incompletion, but we sat Carlos Dunlap down, and I still see no pass rush. I mean, Lamar Jackson has all day back there. Lamar Jackson has all day back there. We got Gus Edwards, running back for the Ravens in the game. 2nd and 10, 6 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here. 2nd and 10 Ravens. Gus Edwards in the backfield. Bengals playing conservative, playing really off the receivers. Not sure why. As they're going to pick up close to the first down, it's going to be a 3rd and 1. I don't know what the hell the Bengals defense is doing, but we're playing 10 yards off. It's 2nd and 10. We play conservative. We play 10 yards off. They pick up an easy 9 yards for a 3rd and short. What are we doing? I totally disagree with that play calling for our defense. What are you doing? Here's an easy 9 yards to make it a 3rd and 1. The best rushing team in the NFL who's probably going to pick it up. Terrible play calling. 3rd and 1 Ravens from the Bengals 33-yard line. Heavy set for the Bengals defensive front. It's going to be a run up the middle. And he's going to get it. Oh, he might be short. It's going to be close. Bledsoe and a few other Bengals, Jermaine Pratt, and it's going to be close. But I think he got it. All they did was follow Ricard, the fullback, and they picked up the first. Terrible defensive play calling on that 2nd down. We're playing 10 yards off. All they need is 10 yards to get the first. Why are we playing so conservative? I have no idea. Oh, that defensive coordinator's got to go, man. He's awful. Defensive coordinator's so bad. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. It's going to be a run up the gut. And it's going to be Mark Ingram for a gain of about 2.5 yards before getting wrapped up by Covington and Bledsoe. I haven't seen much of Geno. For the people asking about Geno Atkins, I haven't seen much of him, to be honest. I don't even know if he's been on the field. I see a lot of DJ Reader. So here we go, 2nd and 7, 4 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. Once we go to a commercial break, I'll try to fix the scoreboard for you guys. 2nd and 7, 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter for the Bengals. From the 28-yard line of Cincinnati, it's going to be almost a sack. Mackenzie Alexander wraps up, but he's able to get the ball away. Almost a sack for Mackenzie. I need my sheet. Where's my sheet? It's going to be Darius Phillips, excuse me. So what happened on the play was they had Lamar Jackson scramble out to his right, and Darius Phillips was in coverage. He just decided to go Lamar Jackson's way to force him the ball. He almost got the sack, but he was able to get away. A big 3rd and 7 here for the Ravens. They're going 5 out. A little slant pass to Mark Andrews. He gets tackled by Jesse Bates. Does a flip in the air, but picks up the first down. A very scary play there for Ravens fans. He gets the first, but Mark Andrews is going to come out. Jesse Bates went low, came flying out of nowhere. Mark Andrews did a whole flip. I mean, he literally flipped onto his backside. Von Bell in coverage just gets burnt by Mark Andrews, and Jesse Bates has to clean it up. But it's going to be good for a Ravens first down. 1st and 10 from the Cincinnati 18-yard line. Lamar Jackson takes it himself. He just goes out of bounds, and there is a flag. Probably a loss of 4 there. But there's some yellow laundry on the field. We're going to have to see what the call is. So here we go. Refs are talking it over. I think this one might be on the offense. It's going to be a legal shift on the Ravens. But it's going to be declined because the Bengals already got a loss about 4 or 5 there on Jackson. So Jackson finally takes it himself. 3 minutes remaining into the first. He finally takes it himself, and it wasn't a good play. So he was out this week with a knee injury in practice. So they're not rushing the ball with him so far today. And maybe that knee might be a problem still. We'll have to see. So a 2nd and 14, 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the first. Baltimore 3-0. Jackson's going to be all by himself. 5 receivers out. We're sending the blitz. Jackson's going to go to his right, scrambling away. He's going to lob this one to a receiver, and it is incomplete. 3rd and 14. 3rd and 14. This has to be a stop. You want to play conservative? This is the down to play conservative. The Ravens are 3 for 3 on 3rd downs this drive. So here we go. A long one, 3rd and 14. They're going to need a big play up their sleeve here. The defense isn't looking too bad so far. We're looking good when we get to our red zone. We're looking pretty decent. We're holding them to 3. Bend, don't break. 3rd and 14. We stop them. We hold them to a field goal. Ravens, 5 out. Bengals playing pretty aggressive here on the coverage. From the Bengals 23-yard line. Jackson pumps fake, throws over to his left, and that's going to be Mark Andrews. And he either has the first or he's going to be inches short. I think he's inches short. Von Bell in coverage getting burnt once again by Mark Andrews. Hey, I have Mark Andrews in fantasy, but I don't want to see this. So we're doubling Mark Andrews, but he still gets this playoff. So it's going to be, they're going to give him the first. I thought he was short, but they're saying he got the first. So 1st and goal for the Ravens. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. So they gave him the first. Play clock rolling, and I think the Baltimore is going to have to burn a timeout here. So Baltimore is going to burn their timeout here. 1st and goal, 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. The Ravens are knocking on the door of the Cincinnati Bengals. Lamar Jackson's very frustrated talking to Harbaugh, figuring out what happened and why they couldn't get that playoff. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try to fix this scoreboard. For some reason, Google Sports doesn't want to work. So I'll try to fix it myself. So here we go. First and goal, 2 minutes remaining, coming out of the timeout. So here we go. First and goal. First and goal for the Ravens. Mark Andrews and Ingram in the backfield. They're going to run it to him. And he's going to get a gain of 4 before being tackled down by Jesse Bates and Jermaine Pratt. Second and goal. Second and goal. Yeah, the Ravens are 4 for 4 on third down conversions this drive. A big reason to why there's 1 minute remaining and they're in goal, second and goal. Jonah Williams is playing, and let me see about Logan Wilson. I haven't seen much of him if he has been. Jonah has been playing. I believe Logan Wilson has, but I haven't seen much of him. It's going to be a run to left. Ingram from the 4, and we're going to get wrapped up by Bynes and a whole bunch of Cincinnati Bengals defense, and a third and goal. A huge stop here for the Bengals. Third and goal. Can we hold them to 3 here? DJ Reader with the beautiful penetration to push back the offensive line, forcing Mark Ingram to have to go back a little bit. Still don't see a lot of Geno Atkins. Carl Lawson, Bynes, all on the wrap-up. But DJ Reader, that's a beautiful way to blow up a play right there. That's why we brought him in from the Houston Texans. He's going to come off and get a breather on third and goal. Here we go, Lamar Jackson, third and goal for the Ravens. What are they going to do? Mark Ingram in the backfield. They're going past. Bengals rush is back there. He has a man over the middle, and it's Mark Andrews for the touchdown on Von Bell again. So Ravens are going to go up 9-0 over the Cincinnati Bengals, and that's Mark Andrews again, who has been very dominant on this drive, and Von Bell has not been able to cover him at all. Bengals rush was back there. Lamar Jackson froze the rush with a pump fake. Gave him a little bit, 2 more seconds. And Akeem Davis-Gathers, the rookie, was back there, but got froze up from the pump fake. A little dump pass to Mark Andrews over the middle is good enough for a touchdown. I have Mark Andrews on fantasy, but I don't want to see him score at all. But 9-0 waiting the Justin Tucker, Mr. Automatic kick. And it's right down the gut. So 10-0 Ravens, 40 seconds left in the first. Ravens are up. Bengals are down. So 10-point lead here for the Ravens. And here, after commercial break, Burrow's going to have to prove what he can do. And I'm going to try to fix the scoreboard while this is going on. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get the scoreboard fixed up for you. All right, that should work out. It's not going to fit, but that should work out a little better for you guys. Why is it moving? Oh, there we go. There we go. So we'll just stick with this. But we have a subscriber finally, Unknown Gaming, joining the DCTV family. I appreciate it. I know we're down right now, and that sucks, but I appreciate your subscription more than anything. So Unknown Gaming, welcome to the family. So Unknown Gaming, appreciate you, my man, joining the DCTV family. Look, guys, I know it's upsetting, but we got to keep pushing, and we got to get some points on this. We have to get some points on this drive. We got to get some points on this drive. Sorry if the scoreboard doesn't look too good, but it's better than nothing. I don't know why Google Sports isn't working all of a sudden, but I'll take what I can get. So here we go. They're going to kick it off real quick. I'm just going to try to fix this scoreboard. There we go. That's at least better. We'll keep it like that. So Brandon Wilson, another touchback by Mr. Automatic. 40 seconds remaining. And first and 10 here for the Bengals. Lamar Jackson so far today, 6 for 11, 60 yards, and a touchdown. I'm watching the game on CBS, Coop. First and 10 from the Bengals from their own 25. Burrow to step back, steps up, throws deep. T. Higgins' way, but that's going to be overthrown. Second and 10. So we're going deep early. That was deep. Joe Burrow, 2 for 6, 40 yards. Haven't been able to get going too much so far early on in this first quarter. You did miss the tailgate, Drake, but it's all good, man. I was just setting up the setup, I guess. I wasn't really ready. I wasn't prepared for today's stream. Second and 10. Burrow to scramble to his right. Throw, wild hit. He went to A.J. Green, but it's not even close because he got hit when he was thrown. So, third and 10. I don't know why we don't run the ball on first or second. The Ravens are 5 for 6 on third downs. We are 0 for 2. Third and 10, so 0 for 1 on fourth downs, 0 for 2 on third downs. And we're forced with a third and 10 here early or late in the first. The pigskin still on our own 25-yard line. Tyler Boyd, Green, and others. Bernard lined up as a receiver. 5 out. Burrow, here comes the blitz. He has to throw this one away quick, and it's picked off by Marcus Peters. A.J. Green it was overthrown, but he just watches Marcus Peters pick it off, doesn't tackle him, doesn't fight for the ball. A bad throw, but what the hell are you doing, A.J.? You just going to watch him pick it off? I'm so done with A.J., bro. It's not A.J.'s fault, the interception. Burrow, bad pass, rookie mistake, blitz was coming, he just wanted to throw the ball away. But A.J. Green just watches him catch it and doesn't even attempt to tackle him. Not Green's fault, Burrow's fault, but the lack of effort on Green's end is just so annoying and so embarrassing. So Marcus Peters, one of the best secondary players in the NFL, gets a pick here late in the first. First and 10, Ravens already in field goal range. Lamar Jackson's going to take it himself, and Logan Wilson's going to try to tackle him about 8 yards back, and he gets stiffed armed by Lamar, and then that gives Lamar a time to throw it away. But there is a flag on the field. So Logan Wilson gets stiffed armed by what would have been like a 10-yard sack, but he gets stiffed armed from Jackson, and there's a flag on the play. And I think it might be a personal foul on Carlos Dunlap. The refs are talking it over, and if this is a personal foul, they're going to be close to being first and goal. This is just embarrassing. I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. 10-0 here in the first, and they're already in scoring range again. Yeah, Ravens are doing the thing so far. No, I agree with you, Drake. Drake said, according to the fan base, he needs time to take off the rust, but that's not rust, that's lack of effort. And it was a bad throw by Burrow, but lack of effort by Green. He watched him pick it off and didn't even try to tackle him. An eligible downfield play for the offense. And there's also another foul on the Bengals. And it's going to be on Carlos Dunlap for unnecessary roughness. So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty and a first down. All right, guys, so 11 seconds remaining here in the first. Jackson to throw. He's looking end zone, and he's going to be just short of it. It's going to be Mark Andrews again, who looks like I might have a big day for fantasy, and Mark Andrews gets him down first and goal. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. First and goal, Baltimore. 10-0. Mark Andrews, unstoppable. No one can step up and stop him, apparently. Von Bell, nobody. I mean, that's why he's a top 3 tight end in the NFL. That's why I have him on my fantasy team. He's that guy. Jackson, they didn't offset because it's a personal foul, and the other one isn't a personal foul, so the personal foul outweighs it, I guess. I guess the personal foul outweighs the other flag, so... But if it wasn't that, I guess they would outweigh each other. But not in this case, guys. So 10-0 here to end the first quarter, and it's not looking great. 60+ people in here. If you haven't already, hit that like button on the stream and hit the subscribe button as well. It takes 5 seconds out of your day to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it, guys. Bringing this source for you to watch the game. I'd really appreciate it. Let's get to 50 likes. We're at 38 likes right now. Let's get to 50 likes right now. We're at 38. Let's get to 50 right now. If you haven't already, Unknown Gaming is the most recent subscriber. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and be the most recent subscriber. Take that spot. I mean, the reason the tight end's killing the Bengals is because Mark Andrews is one of the best tight ends in the league. I mean, let me see how many points he has me for fantasy already. I have 43 points already. Yeah, Mark Andrews already has me 14 points in fantasy. Ooh, Patrick Mahomes has me 10. Hey, Drake, I'm playing you in fantasy. But, yeah, I mean, Mark Andrews has been doing that thing, man. And that personal foul by Carlos Dunlap really kills us. So, I know Carlos Dunlap came out and said, oh, yeah, I'm gonna be that guy again. Well, buddy, you cost us a 15-yard penalty there. So, that didn't help. So, haven't seen much of Geno Atkins. Logan Wilson has been in. Jonah Williams has been in. Haven't really seen Geno Atkins. AJ Green has been very piss poor so far this game. To say it pretty bluntly, but it's just the truth. Lack of effort. First and goal. 15 minutes remaining here in the second. Start of the second quarter. Jackson's rolling out to his right. Look at end zone. He's going to find it. Marquise. Yeah. Marquise Brown. And, sorry, I'm just kind of in disbelief. So, start of the second quarter. It's going to be 17-0 here. I mean, it's just easy, man. It is just too easy. Sam Hubbard back there to apply pressure, but he's not there fast enough. And I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's the start of the second quarter. We look like we're clocked out and ready to go back home. Doesn't look like there's much fight. Like, there's no grit. Looks like we're just ready to go home. So, away in the PAT, it's up. And he barely gets it. 17-0 Ravens, 14 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. And Isaiah said, Von Bell needs to go. We need to get someone else. It's not entirely his fault. I mean, I know it's him in coverage, but you're going up against Mark Andrews, the top 3 tight end in the league. He's probably going to need some help. You know what I mean? I mean, Mark Andrews is that guy. Yes, Von Bell hasn't been great, but give him the benefit of doubt. Where's the double teams and the double coverages and the pressure? I mean, we're giving Lamar Jackson all day. And that's probably one of the most disappointing things, because I thought with, benching Carlos Dunlap, that would kind of fire up our pass rush, but it's been non-existent here early on in this game. 0 pass rush. I mean, it's coming easy for Lamar Jackson. So I think that's probably the most disappointing thing is our pass rush, and then obviously vice versa, our offense. I mean, Burrow not having a good game so far, unfortunately. Anyway, let's try to stay positive. We're going to kick it off, and another touchback here for the Bengals. So Joe Burrow's going to come back onto the field here and try to get something going here in the beginning of the second quarter. All right, here we go, guys. Sorry, do something. 2 for 8. 1st and 10, Bengals. Mixon in the backfield. A rush to the right. Mixon trying to find a hole. He's just going to bounce it outside for about 3 yards there. 2.5, 3 yards. So 2nd and 7. Yeah, so like Drake said, not only Vaughn isn't a coverage safety, he's more of a run stuffer. So, but I mean, I guess during practice week this week, they said Vaughn's going to be the guy guarding Mark Andrews, and well, we see how that's turned out this so far in this game. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say. 2nd and 7 here for Burrow. Step back, throws to his right. Alden Tate gets the first down and more after a 14, 15-yard reception. Alden Tate out of everybody. So, number 19, Alden Tate, is going to get active here in the second. Interesting. So, here we go, guys. 1st and 10 for Burrow and the Bengals. A whole bunch of linemen, 1 receiver, and Mixon. A bunch of audibles by Burrow. They're going to bring Thomas, the only receiver, as an end around. It's going to be an end around to Thomas, and he gets nowhere. Maybe half a yard, as the Ravens were all over that. 2nd and 9. Calais Campbell and this defensive front for the Ravens doing the thing and trying to get back there. A pretty slow season for Calais Campbell, only 1 sack. Probably going to try to improve on that in this week's game. All right, 2nd and 9 for the Bengals. Drew Sample and 3 other receivers with Mixon in the backfield. Burrow calling a whole bunch of audibles. 4, 3, 2. He gets it off. It's going to be a throw. He has to step up. He gets out of a sack somehow. He escapes the pressure, then dumps it off to Mixon, who Mixon doesn't even get back to line of scrimmage. And a 3rd and 11, 3rd and 10. But Burrow somehow escapes a sack. And so far, I don't think there's been a sack so far, but it's only because Burrow has been such a great improviser. I mean, that should be a sack. Piss poor blocking by Drew Sample. And he dumps it off to Mixon. I don't know how he got out of that. And we might have got back to line of scrimmage. So, Burrow just running for his life here against the Ravens. Trying to get something going. 3rd and 11 for the Bengals. Ravens sending the pressure. Burrow looking left. And that's going to be a completion, a 1st down. Tyler Boyd. Marlon Humphrey in coverage, but he's not good enough for Boyd. So a 3rd and 11 out of all the 3rd downs we have, we complete on a 3rd and 11 to Tyler Boyd. Still no A.J. Green. Where's A.J. Green, man? Beautiful coverage by Marlon Humphrey. That's just a big boy catch by Tyler Boyd. 2 of the best in the league going head to head. 5 for 11, Burrow. Green out to the right. A lot of audibles for Burrow. He's going to put Sample to the outside. They're showing blitz. They are going to blitz. It's a little stump pass to Boyd, who's going to get a gain about 5 yards. Him and Marcus Peters jawing it. They're going at it. Looks like the Kansas City Chiefs are going to go up 14-3 over the Las Vegas Raiders. I have Patrick Mahomes, so I like the sound of that. 17-0 Ravens. 11 minutes remaining, second and 4 for the Bengals. The Bengals finally piecing together a drive. Mixon in the backfield. Ravens been sending the blitz almost every play. We're on the Ravens' 44-yard line. A rush to Mixon, and it's going to be a tackle for loss. So what would have been a 3rd and 4 if we get a gain of 0 is now going to be probably a 3rd and 7. And I hate that play call. That is a terrible play call. But even worse, execution. I mean, no blocking. You know they're going to send the blitz there. I don't know why we just do a little side handoff. You know they're sending the blitz. So, 3rd and 7. And we are in field goal range, so if we don't get this, we probably go for it. We're on the Ravens' 44-yard line, and we have an offsides penalty. It's going to be a false start on the Bengals. Alex Redmond, who apparently was the Lord and Savior to changing our offensive line, and obviously that's not the answer, but yeah. So 10 minutes remaining. 17-0 Baltimore. So now we're at our own 49-yard line, or the Ravens 49-yard line. Burrow's going to scream out to his right. He's telling someone to go deep. He has to throw this one while getting hit, and it's another pick, but there's a flag on the play, and I think this was just a free play. I'm pretty sure there was a natural zone infraction by the Ravens, and the Bengals had a free play. But if not, it's an interception. But Burrow takes a big hit while thrown. But don't worry, guys. I'm pretty sure it was offsides. Offsides defense, so it's okay. It was a free play. We went deep. I like it. If it's a free play, go deep. So it's a pick, but not a pick. So Matthew Judon, who's really good, we're gonna catch him off there. Burrow just says go deep, and he takes a big hit, man. 3rd and 7 for the Bengals. So we're going to get another shot here. Can we get something going, please? From the Ravens' 49-yard line. A huge 3rd and 7. Oh, yeah. Or no, that's about right. No, 45-yard line, excuse me. Burrow has a lot of time in the pocket. He's going to scramble to his left and get destroyed from behind. And Burrow took a big hit. And it is a big sack for the Ravens, and we have to punt. Patrick Queen there on the big hit on Burrow. Burrow didn't even see it coming. And, this offensive line's still terrible. Newsflash. I know the Ravens are one of the best teams in the NFL, so I'm not too worried. But, yeah. No one's getting open. It's the thing, though. It's good coverage by the Ravens. So Burrow, he doesn't have time, so he's trying to buy time. And, yeah. That's what we're going with so far. So here we go, guys. I don't know if I'll make it to halftime. I will probably have to leave the stream, but what I'll do, I'll leave the game audio going for you guys. So if I do have to leave the stream, I'm going to leave the game audio going. Did they rule it a fumble? I don't think it was a fumble. Did they rule it a fumble? I don't think they ruled it a fumble. Did they? Did they rule it a fumble? They ruled it a fumble? What? What? They ruled it a fumble? I could have... What? So we're not even going to get to punt it. They're just going to get it from our own 50. Oh my gosh. They ruled it a fumble? I was not aware of that, I'm going to be honest. They really ruled it a fumble? Wow. So we're not even going to get to punt it. They're going to get it midfield and probably score again. And If I do leave the stream, I'm going to leave the game audio going. I just don't know how much more I can take of this. I mean, I can't even... I love being positive when I commentate, but I don't know what there is to be positive about. So if I do leave, guys, I will keep the game audio going. So, don't worry. But, guys, we're at 47 likes. I know it's not going good, but please get me to 50-plus likes. We're at 47 likes, which is really good because, like I said, I usually average 100, so 50 would be at the end of halftime would be on the way, so... Oh, Gerald Wayne Brooks, appreciate you following on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, hit that follow button, share the stream, leave a like. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, join the DCTV family, have this counter go up, donate, do whatever you can to support the stream, and hit that like button. Most importantly, I'd appreciate it. Ravens or Bengals fan, I appreciate it. First and 10 Ravens from midfield, 50-yard line. And some yellow laundry is going to come onto the field, and I'm not sure what the call is. They're thinking false start. So false start offense. So not a good way to start the drive for Mark Andrews in the Ravens offense. So Patrick Queen was Joe Burrow's old teammate, so you know he was coming after Burrow to get a sack. He was the number 28 pick, and Burrow was the number 1 pick, so definitely bringing the pressure. All right, guys, 2nd and 15 after that incompleted pass. Sorry about the interruption. 9 minutes and 26 seconds remaining. 17-0 Baltimore from their own 45-yard line. They're going four receivers out. Somebody light up in the tight end formation. That's going to be the running back, number 35. A little dump pass to Mark Andrews, the man, the myth, the legend. And that's going to be a gain about 7 yards, which is going to bring up what would have been a third long, about a third and Shaledium. It's going to be about a 3rd and 7. 3rd and 8, they're ruling it. So Mark Andrews, I mean, he is just doing the thing, man. I haven't seen anybody guard up. That's going to be Akeem Davis-Gathers, the rookie, to wrap him up. So at least the rookie can wrap him up. Good job, Akeem Davis-Gathers. Mark Andrews, 5 receptions, 49 yards, and a touchdown. I'm not complaining for fantasy, but I'm complaining as a Bengals fan. From the Bengals' 47-yard line or 48-yard line, Gus Edwards is in the backfield, and he's going to move him out to as an eligible receiver. Blitz is coming. Sam Hubbard pressure, and it's going to be a dump pass to Mark Andrews, but Von Bell is going to dump him. And that's actually going to be Doyle, So Von Bell finally steps up, and we get a punt. We punt the ball. Beautiful job by the defense. I think they're going for it on 4th. Don't tell me. I think they're staying on the field. Don't tell me they're staying for it. Finally, a good possession from the Bengals defense. Von Bell, great job, buddy. They're going for it. Up 17 points here in the second quarter. The Baltimore Ravens with the disrespect, and they're going for it on 4th and 6 from their own 46-yard line, so it makes sense. It makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't. Lamar Jackson steps back, throws to his right. Von Bell in coverage, and he's going to overthrow Mark Andrews, who had space. Mark Andrews had space. So a terrible choice for the Ravens. They're up 17-0. We get the ball at half field or at midfield. We only need 2 first downs. We're in field goal range. I don't understand that as a if there's any Ravens fans, please try to justify that or tell me your guys' thought on that. If you're a Bengals fan, finally some stuff going our way. I'm going to put a hooday in the chat. I don't know if I should be saying hooday because we're down 17-0, but at least something went our way. We stopped them on 4th down. I mean, that's something. If you're in the stream, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We got over 60-plus people in here live. I appreciate every single one of you for joining. And, yeah, man, here we go for the Bengals. Here we go for the Bengals. Here we go for the Bengals, guys. What are your predictions for this drive? What do you think is going to happen on this drive? Will the Bengals finally get a touchdown? Will they settle with the field goal? Will we turn the ball over again? Or maybe get a punt? What do you think is going to happen as we have decent field possession? We're up 17-0. I feel like we can rely on our defense to stop the Bengals. I mean, if that's how you feel, if your defense does does stop us on this drive, then I guess it doesn't hurt you. But if we score on this drive, that's a big oof. So, I mean, yeah, if you guys can get a stop here, then it turns out that it's okay. You guys can do that every time, I guess. But if we get some points on the board, not good play calling. And I'm just saying it because if you're a Ravens fans, you don't like the announcers because the announcers was like, oh, that's a terrible play call. You're up 17-0. Just punt the ball away. So they did not like it at all. But at the same time, to get the first, you're probably in field goal range. So I kind of get it. But at the same time, you're up 17-0 in the second quarter. It's still early in the game. Taylor needs to come out, max protect to go to Boyd. Touchdown time. I like it. Is Roth a healthy scratch again? Ross is out with an illness. So Ross has been ruled out. I'd rather watch the Jets for Dolphins. That's tough. I think this game's getting more views than the Jets and Dolphins. If we had a better defense, we would have a chance. I mean, our offense isn't doing too well either. A little dump pass to Mixon, and he's going to get 5 yards and some more, and there is a flag on the play, some yellow laundry, and we're going to see what that is. It might be on the offense after an 8-yard gain there by Mixon, and it looks like it's going to go against us. So it's going to be holding on Alex Redmond, his second or third flag of the game. So after an 8-yard pickup, we're going to go back and lose some yards. First and 20. From our own 38-yard line. So when we actually had something going, now we're backed up from our own 38, 39-yard line. 5 receivers out. Baltimore is playing aggressive still. Playing press. Burrow is going to get sacked here. Josh Hart just not doing anything. Looking like a practice dummy. And that's too easy for the Ravens. McPhee is going to be the guy they're going to credit the sack to. Just comes right off the edge of Josh Hart. Josh Hart just does a poor job of moving the feet, and McPhee's back there within 3 seconds for Burrow. And this game's a little bit harder because the Ravens have a better all-around defense. They have a great pass rush, and they have a good secondary. So it's hard. It takes a longer time for our receivers to get open. 2nd and 24. Still haven't heard A.J. Green's name. Burrow is going to be hit by a hit when he's thrown, and it's going to be an incompletion. And at this point, I almost want to take Burrow at the game. I mean, Burrow's getting hit on every play. I mean, I almost want to yank Burrow out this game. He's getting hit every play. The Ravens are making sure, even if he gets that ball out, they're getting Burrow on the ground. It's scary. Honestly, as a Bengals fan, it's really scary seeing Burrow get hit this much. Bernard in the backfield, 4 receivers out, Drew Sample, Higgins, and others. A nice little pass up to Tyler Boyd for, 8 yards. So what are we going to do, just punt the ball away? Good play call. So it's 3rd and 24. We do an 8-yard little dump pass, and we're going to punt the ball away. So good thing that we're accepting defeat right there and not going to go for it. We're not going to go for the first. We're just going to pick up a little bit of yardage and punt it, I guess. I don't know, man. This has just been a frustrating one for the Bengals. I know going for it on 4th wouldn't have hurt us, but it's really nerve-wracking. I mean, if we don't get that freaking hold, we would have been in your territory. We would have been driving down. That hold brought us back to the 1st and 20, and that ended the drive. So, I mean, yeah, it pays off for the Ravens fans somehow. We're getting smoked. I missed the entire game until now. Well, you didn't miss much if you're a Bengals fan. David said Burrow's skittish in the pocket. He's skittish because he has no time to throw. When you have these guys that are 280, 300 pounds coming after you, full speed, and he gets hit every time, I'd be skittish too. I'm sure you would be too. I'm not blaming Burrow. He has no time to throw. Yes, he's made some mistakes. That interception was his fault, but man. Short slants, get the ball, quick 1, 2, 3 throw period. Stop trying to go deep. Yeah, I agree with that, Edward. We need to keep the score the same until halftime so the defense can settle down. If they score here, I don't know. I don't know, guys. If they score here, it's going to be a tough one. Got to find a way to run the ball, but this O-line can do too much. We can't really run the ball. We're down 17-0. We got to be quick here. And what did I tell you guys before the stream? If you were in here when we start the stream an hour before every game, we talk about the prediction and stuff. I said we have to score first because if they get the lead, that takes away Mixon because then we can't run the ball. Then they know we're going to have to pass the ball. So what are they going to do? They're going to send the blitz. And what have they been doing? Sending the blitz every play. And it's working. They know when they send that blitz, Burrow doesn't have more than 3 seconds to get the ball off. And within that 3 seconds, the Ravens, they have a great secondary. So they're like, okay, secondary, hold them to 3 seconds, and you're good. That's the story of the game right now for our offense and the Ravens defense. So I think the reason why I'm so shell-shocked, I'm not really shell-shocked. I know the Ravens are one of the best teams in the league, and we're probably easily going to win or clinch our division. I knew that. So that's not really a shell shock to me. What's a shell shock is that how we have 0 points. To me, that is a little bit surprising. Every game we played so far, win or loss, has been a close-knit game. And then this one has just been... And this one's going to suck if we lose. Because if we lose this, we lose against the Browns, and then we lose against the Ravens. That's already 2 divisional games that we lost very early in the season. So... Second and 4 for the Ravens. Gus Edwards for the first down. So, Ravens are just going to run it, milk the clock until halftime, and then we're not going to get another chance probably. Like I said, the one thing you can't do against the Ravens is let them get the lead. They have 3 running backs plus a quarterback who is a running back, and they're just going to milk the clock, man. They're just going to milk the clock. You cannot afford to let the Ravens get a lead on you. They will run it down your throat. And that's what they're doing. Gus Edwards again. It's going to be a 2-yard rush. Yeah, I mean, even though reporters are saying on national media, it does you no good to have a franchise quarterback, but nothing to protect him. And, I think the national media has been tearing that up a little bit because it's true. I mean, even as a Bengals fan, man, it's so scary to see Burrow out there getting hit every play he gets hit, man. It's so scary. Like, this guy's supposed to be our future. He's not going to be if he gets hurt. So, 2nd and 7 for the Ravens. Play action. We're back there. Quick, Darius Phillips. He throws this one up. Jesse Bates almost picks it off. 1-on-1 with Mark Andrews. Almost an interception for Jesse Bates. Wow. That was so close to being an interception. What a play to go up there. For Jesse Bates to get up there, knock that one away from Andrews. A terrible play by Lamar Jackson. I don't know what he was thinking there. Third and 7 from the Ravens, from their own 34-yard line. Can the Bengals finally get a stop on a third down conversion? 4 minutes and 1 second remaining here in the second. We send the blitz, and we're going to sack him, baby. No, we don't sack him. Darius Phillips is going to wrap him up, but he gets it off the Boyle, but it's going to be short. Jesse Bates gets the tackle. So I don't know how Jackson avoided that sack. I thought Darius Phillips had him for sure. He gets the throw off, but it's going to be short of the first down. So we sent the corner blitz. Darius Phillips came in untouched. He has to dump it off. I don't know if it was a completion or not, but even if it was, it's going to be short of the first down. 4th and 7, the Ravens punt. So 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Alex Erickson's going to return this one. He's looking left. He gets about 5 yards before getting destroyed by number 50. I mean, he got rocked. But he hangs on to it. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. We have 3 minutes and 43 seconds remaining. We got to score here before half. We have to. So here we go, guys. We really need some points here. At least a field goal. I mean, we got to get hopefully a touchdown. So with that being said, as we're winding down to halftime, what are your predictions right now? What are your score predictions right now? So here we go. We really need some points before half. So with that being said, what are your guys' predictions here on this last drive of half? What are your guys' predictions right here, right now? Let me know right now. How is this drive going to end? Bengals touchdown, Bengals field goal, Bengals turnover. I'm going to go ahead and guess. I'm going to guess. Man, give me a Joe Mixon receiving touchdown. I'm going Joe Mixon receiving touchdown before half. Guys, let me know your predictions right now. I'm going Joe Mixon receiving touchdown. 35-0. Y'all put rookie quarterback there with the Wolves. Yeah. Herbert better than Burrow? That's cap. Herbert's good, but he's not better than Burrow. Mixon? I didn't see Mixon get injured. All right. If you're going to keep hating, I'll just get you out the stream. Pretty easy, my man. So any field goal attempts from Bengals? No field goal attempts so far. So you see some people field goal? I didn't see Mixon get injured. Yeah, we got to score here. So we got to score here, but you fear an interception or a punt. All right, well, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. We're going to start it off by running at the Mixon for a gain of about 3.5 yards there. So it's going to bring about a 2nd and 7 here. 2nd and 8. We got to get something here. Mixon, 6 rushes, 13 yards. Haven't been to get him going because we've been down the whole game. So we haven't been able to call his number because we've been so forced to throw the ball. Drew Sample in the game along with others. Still haven't called AJ Green's name once. So the Ravens silencer. We haven't heard him today. And there's a yellow laundry on the turf. Is it going to be on the Bengals or the defense? We're about to find out. Oh, another false start. This one's going to be on Alden Tate. We can't get a drive going without a flag. Can we just... I mean, this is Pee-wee, man. Every time we get a drive going, we get a flag. 2nd and 13, Burrow under center. Dump pass, or a little toss to Mixon, and he gets a gain of 2. Not sure what we're doing there. It's going to be a 3rd and long here. So after we call this, we're going to get going here. 3rd and 11. All right, guys, so after we get this going, I'm going to have to unfortunately go, but I'm going to leave you guys with the game audio to go with. So, 3rd and 11 for the Bengals. And the blitz is here, and we go for a screen pass, and it's an incompletion. So, yeah, unfortunately, I got to get going, but, yeah. I'm going to leave you guys with the game audio. Let me know how that sounds, guys.
And if you're Joe Burrow, you're just not sure where they're coming from. They have a screen call, and he just can't hold it enough to get the ball to Giovanni Bernard.
Seven seconds away from the 2-minute warning. Brewer booms it out of there. Crochet. Fair catch called for and made at the 29-yard line as we hit the 2-minute warning. Boy, Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals in a 17-0 hole here in Baltimore.
Say, baby, look, well, let me tell you something. See, first thing, you can't be calling on my cell phone. Second thing is you can't... No, baby, it's me. My bunny. Bad Bunny? Where you at, player?
No, it's not player, it's playa.
I'm from Long Beach, player. I know the player. Anyway, how you living, buddy?
Hello, buena vida, baby.
She wanted a roommate who could help with the cooking, but she wanted someone who loves cats. So we got Chris Walda.
Dinner's almost ready.
But one thing we could both agree on was getting Geico to help with our renter's insurance. Yeah, switching and saving was really easy.
Pick it all up.
All right, guys. So, I unfortunately have to go. Family emergency just happened, but I'm going to keep the audio going. So I highly apologize, but a family emergency just popped up. I have to go. I'm going to turn on the audio. Hooday, guys, I love you so much for joining the stream. If you want to support, please just hit the like button while you're in the stream. Share it on Facebook. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get this to 1350 by the time I come back. I'm going to keep the live scoreboard. I'm going to keep the audio. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I have to go. But you guys stay active in the comment section. Don't be ruthless to each other. This is just a game at the end of the day. These are just athletes having fun playing a game. At the end of the day, Hooday Nation, I love you guys. I'm sorry I have to go, but I'm going to keep the audio going for you guys as well. So just make sure you keep supporting it. I'm sorry, guys.
Over defensive back Nevin Lawson to get the score. If you want the hot, delicious taste of Pizza Hut delivered this bad, all you have to do is go to pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
The $1 Million Race around the world begins in just 3 days.
Amazing!
The new season of The Amazing Race, Wednesday at 9/8 Central on CBS.
Let me remind you, coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report, join JB and Phil and Nate and Boomer and the coach for all the latest NFL scores and highlights coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. Tough first half for that young man.
Well, he hasn't been able to find any rhythm offensively, and penalties and sacks, struggling on first down, and then you get behind in the down and distance. Third down has been a real issue, just one a second.
See what Lamar Jackson can do here in the final couple of minutes. That pass over the middle is complete across the 35. To about the 39-yard line goes J.K. Dobbins, the second-round draft pick out of Ohio State.
Plenty of time with 2 timeouts left as they jump the ball.
Second and 1. They will give it to Dobbins, and Dobbins will turn the corner, get the first down and more. Shaking a tackle and up the sideline. Inside the 30 and out of bounds close to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they mark him. No, they don't mark him out.
Well,
Further up the field.
Yeah, Bledsoe's going to have an opportunity right there. He tries to take him up high. And just see how strong Dobbins is. He just runs right through the tackle. Watch him finish against the safety belt. That's a good-looking run by the rookie.
Jackson with time. Going for the end zone. It is incomplete.
A good-looking throw by Jackson. Wow.
Pass intended for Marquise Brown.
But he had a chance. And really nice play by the safety. Watch LaShawn Sims. He's going to get that left arm in there and knocks it away. That was well done by Sims. Basically, that was going to be a touchdown. It was a good throw by Jackson, but well defended on that Cincinnati secondary.
2nd and 10. Jackson and knocked out of the air. Play made by Darius Phillips.
I like the fact that they're bringing some safeties. They're bringing some pressure on Lamar Jackson, which is good. They're being aggressive, and they don't want to allow him the time to sit back in there and run around and make plays with his legs and extend plays. A good job changing up the looks, bringing some 5- and 6-man pressures against Jackson.
3rd and 10.
Comes again.
Jackson and pressure, and that pass is complete.
It's intercepted. That's well done.
It is intercepted. My mistake, and that is Logan Wilson with the grab.
Really nicely done. He's gonna act like he's rushing, and he drops out, and the quarterback never sees him again. Pressure has been good for the Bengals. See him drop out of there. He was rushing initially. That was really well executed by Logan Wilson. See the frustration from Lamar Jackson. He never saw him drop.
You know, you hear that a lot, Rich, about quarterback never saw him. That really means he never expected him there, right?
No, you saw him take the initial step. He thought for sure he's rushing, and then he's disguised there by the linebacker.
Burrow under pressure, throws incomplete, had his arm hit as he delivered the ball.
Let's go back and take a look at that, Greg. And full Lamar Jackson. And here's the safety. The linebacker. He's going to drop out. It takes the initial step, and Lamar Jackson's trying to fit that one into Willie Snead. He never feels Logan Wilson sneak back out. It's a hard one to see, even for a veteran quarterback.
Minute 10 to play here in the first half. Cincinnati with 2 timeouts remaining. Baltimore the same, and Giovanni Bernard in the backfield. Here they come. Quick pass locked down at the line of scrimmage. McPhee got a hand up.
You've got to be firmer in protection. You're allowing, you just look at all those purple jerseys, walk the white jerseys right back into the lap of Joe Burrow. They've got to be firmer at the point of attack, especially Redmond and Hart on the right side. Just the 1 first down. That's 4 first downs, I'm sorry. Struggling. This is the down that's getting them. 3rd down. Just 1 of 7.
3rd and 10. Quick pass to the outside. That is complete. That's Bernard, and he is knocked out of bounds well short of a first down by Patrick Queen.
This defense, they don't let you catch your breath. It's an attacking style of defense. It's always been about applying relentless pressure and affecting the quarterback. And in their mind, the hits, the hurries, and the knockdowns are just as significant as the sacks. They don't want the quarterback to ever get comfortable back there in the pocket.
You've got to think we'll see more of the same in the second half, Rich. That they'll keep doing it until you can show them that they can't handle it. That you can finally handle it.
Right now, they have not shown that they have the ability to handle the pressure.
This is Crochet. And Crochet crosses the 20 out to about the 22, 23-yard line. We'll take a timeout, and we're back in 30 seconds after this.
We are a team. We are a unit. suburban family of football fans. That's our neighbor. Hi, Bob. And that's the inflatable screen we forgot to properly secure.
Pepsi, made for football. Watch it. Welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore. Verizon halftime report upcoming with JB, Phil, Nate, Boomer, and the coach. Scores and highlights coming your way on the Verizon halftime report. Lamar Jackson far side of the field, and that is complete. First down the yardage for Brown, Marquise Brown. The clock continues to move. And now timeout is called as the Ravens stop the clock using their second timeout here in the first half.
You just get a real feel for his quickness and his speed. Simple route to miss a tackle, and he's able to turn it into an easy first down.
Gosh, Rich, you wonder, what's the priority for the Bengals? What do they talk about at halftime?
Well, they've got to do something to be able to create some positive momentum, and a lot of it has to do with their issues and struggles on offense. Greg protecting the quarterback. Burrow's just 9 of 19. Their inability to run the football. Mixon had a huge day last week, 151 rushing yards. So far in this one, just 15 yards on 7 carries. That's not going to get it done.
On first down, Jackson steps up and then goes down back at the 25-yard line.
They keep talking about the Cincinnati defense, the improvement that I have seen from a season ago. Last year, they've got their noses bloody, and they've come out today and they've done a good job against Lamar Jackson. They're getting pressure on him, they're getting hits on him, they're forcing him to throw the football before he's ready.
Sidearms that one out into the flat to Dobbins, and Dobbins is run out of bounds. At right around the 35-yard line. Stops the clock with 15 seconds to play.
Good look at defensive coordinator Lou Anaromo, and I know how frustrated he was a season ago. Just didn't have the bodies. Physically, you look at their personnel group, they really reworked this defense. Linebacker was a position of need, a real weak spot a season ago. It's a big reason why they drafted 3 linebackers and signed 2 in free agency.
And we get a whistle before the snap. And Cincinnati uses the timeout.
Timeout, Cincinnati. Yes, sir. This is a 30-second timeout.
So each team down to 1 timeout remaining here in these last 15 seconds.
Good look at head coach Zach Taylor. It takes a while to change the culture and the environment in an organization. And last year, it was a tough go of it. They won just 2 games. They weren't very competitive, but they've turned over the roster, and I think they're starting to bring in the type of players. The guys that got good attitude, the leadership. They said the energy on the team has been much different than a year ago. I think this is an organization that's heading in the right direction.
Jackson throws to the far side. That's enough for a first down, and it gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Keep in mind they've got the best kicker in football in Justin Tucker. He's made 67 straight from under 40 yards. Don't have a whole lot further to go. Another 15 yards here. It's well within his range.
Justin Tucker waits to see what happens. That pass complete to the sideline and out of bounds close to midfield is Dobbins. Justin Tucker, 91% field goal percentage for his career. It's the best in the NFL.
It's the highest in NFL history. I mean, it's the guy's money.
6 seconds on the clock. Jackson over the middle. That is complete. They need the timeout, and they get it with 2 seconds to play. Andrews again.
This will be about a 60-yarder. Even 61. This will be a shot.
Well, Tucker has not missed today, and he came into this game not having missed anything all season.
I've seen him kick one from 60 in pregame warm-up. Certainly he's got the leg and the range to do it.
This is a 61-yard attempt. His career long is 61.
Not a lot of wind in that end of the stadium.
small consolation for the Cincinnati Bengals as the first half comes to the end. Baltimore with a 17-point lead. And for the Bengals, there's work to be done at the break. That's the end of the first half. With the score, the Ravens 17, the Cincinnati Bengals nothing. Halftime is next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station.
Verizon knows how to build unlimited right. Start with America's most awarded network.
I'm on my phone 24/7.
Then, for the first time ever, include Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
We're a big soccer family.
Handmaid's Tale. I love Frozen.
Then give families plans to mix and match, so you only pay for what you need and offer it at a price built for everyone. Plus, for a limited time only, get 50% off the Motorola Edge Plus when you switch. The network more people rely on gives you more. That's Verizon.
This is liberal Kate Schroeder. We know she supported raising taxes, but what's she up to now?
Would you support the Green New Deal?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kate Schroeder supports the radical Green New Deal, which could eliminate hundreds of thousands of Ohio jobs and increase taxes costing every family $65,000 a year. Liberal Kate Schroeder, an economic disaster for Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
The Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Rides made us feel something once. They can do it again. Introducing the all-new turbocharged K5.
Too many kids in our community go without dental care. No yearly checkups. No relief for pain. So I work to change that. On the Board of Health, I led efforts to expand dental services, to get kids the care they need. When COVID hit, I fought to prevent emergency dental clinics from closing down. In Congress, I'll never stop working to keep our families safe and healthy. I'm Kate Schroeder, and I approve this message.
The Vein Center of Cincinnati. Start enjoying the simplest things in life again.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
And welcome back to our New York studio and the Verizon Halftime Report. Verizon is building a powerful 5G experience for America. This is 5G built right. As it stands now, Tuesday night, special presentation of the NFL on CBS. It spotlights Josh Allen as he leads the Bills into Tennessee to take on the Titans in a battle of the unbeatens. That game still scheduled right now for Tuesday night at 7. More information as it becomes available. Back here in Studio 43 with the full house. Let's take it to the highlights.
All right, guys, what a game we have going on in Arrowhead out there in Kansas City. Back and forth they go. Here comes Tyreek Hill, little reverse. He's going to take it in for the touchdown. Chiefs are going to take a 14-3 lead. And then, of course, Patrick Mahomes is going to come back. He's going to stand in the pocket. He's going to take off. And he's been doing a lot of this in the first half here. He's going to find Sammy Watkins for a touchdown. They jump out 21-10. But not to be outdone by the Chiefs. Back come Derek Carr and the Raiders. How about Henry Ruggs? Remember they selected him in the draft? They said, really? Why did you pick him so high? Because he's doing like this. 72 yards to pay dirt. The Raiders are leading right now, 24-21. Chiefs are driving at the end of the first half.
And the game you're watching has been right there. Lamar Jackson, his arm. You can see him right here. Who's his favorite target in the red zone? Yep, that's him. Mark Andrews, 5 yards out. Then again, rolling back to his right. View in the field. Great vision, great throw. Marquise Brown, 2 touchdowns on a day for Lamar Jackson. The defense has curtailed Joe Burrow, 3 sacks, interception, and a fumble. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, Miles Sanders, Woodland Hills High School native, goes 74 yards on his third 9 play. It's the longest run for the Eagles since the year 2000. And Ben Roethlisberger is going to find Chase Claypool, who became the first Steeler rookie. They have a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown in the same game. This one comes on a slant pass from 32 yards out. And right now, Pittsburgh took the lead on a field goal, 17-14.
Unbelievable. Rams, Washington football team. Alex Smith would be active for this game.
First time since his injury back in 18 of November. But here it is, Jared Goff. He goes over the top. He hits Robert Woods for the 56-yard TD. And guys, guess what? Alex Smith will go in the game after an injury to Kyle Allen. He is in, and I know it's a little early to hand out awards, but here's your comeback player of the year. He throws a completion. He actually puts his team in position to kick a field goal right before halftime, and there's his family giving him a round of applause, as we all collectively should do. Texans, they're hosting the Jags, and Romeo Cannell, he is the interim head coach. Bill O'Brien was fired last week, and quarterback Deshaun Watson says, you know what, this is my team. You guys follow my lead, and he does. He throws that dime to Darren Thales. That is a 44-yard TD. Texans up 10-7.
Yeah, this looks like a scrimmage over at the Meadowlands where one team only came to play, and that would be Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. They lead 17-3 over the Joe Flacco-led New York Jets.
All right, here we go. Carolina at the Atlanta Falcons. Carolina QB Teddy Bridgewater hits DJ Moore with the short pass, and DJ does the rest. 57 yards down the left sideline for the score. Carolina 20-7 over Atlanta at half. And hey, how about talking about a guy having a solid first half? Lamar Jackson. Watch these sidearm throws to Hollywood Brown first. It doesn't matter if you're in the way, he just drops it down and moves it around you. That was a Devin Duvernay, and then, a little hesitation. And what a nice throw. What a weapon to have with all the pressure. That was the Mark Andrews, 16-28. Not big yards, but 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. But those throws are really special. Not many guys in the league can make those sideline throws.
They're like darts. And the thing for Joe Burrow, welcome to the AFC North. It's a tough afternoon right now thus far for him. But Lamar Jackson, this is who the Ravens are. They intimidate you on defense. They get the turnovers and the sacks. And then Lamar and his offense go to work. And then this is how they beat teams. And they're basically intimidating the Bengals right now.
What's most impressive about them being up right now in this game in Lamar's stat line is it is -4 rushing yards.
Right.
If Lamar Jackson doesn't need to run the ball, he's beating you with his arm, that's trouble for defenses.
When you think about Wink Martindale, what he wants you to have, the offense, give me a lead. Because you give me a lead, I'm going to throw everything at you right now. And you start to see Baltimore get up. And all of a sudden, Patrick Queen reunited himself with teammate Joe Burrow, coming from behind, caused a fumble. Defenses give him a lot to think about.
Yeah, some good speed, pressure on the young quarterback. They're protecting okay. They're just not getting open down the field.
Alex Smith, big props again, as mentioned. And you know what? Teddy Bridgewater wasn't bad either the first half. The Verizon halftime report continues.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. This is 5G built right from the network more people rely on.
It takes my...
If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you think you'd like to win, but you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. Life's battle doesn't always go to the stronger or faster man, but sooner or later, the person who wins is the one who thinks he can.
Would have loved to see O'Shea how his life would have turned out.
Tonight, police trying to sort out how a traffic stop escalated into an Arlington officer shooting and killing a driver.
Before they make the decision to pull the trigger, they need to consider this is someone's life change.
And at the end of the day, nothing matters anyway. Just the love that we have made. We were
Verizon is building a powerful 5G experience for America. This is 5G built right.
Doubleheader action today on CBS. Coming up later today, it'll be the Giants at the Cowboys.
That's right, JB. The Cowboys, a better team, better on roster. And as impressive as those 500-yard games that Dak Prescott has been having, he needs to start this game a lot faster. Then we have the Colts versus the Browns. JB, Baker Mayfield has been in a ton of insurance commercials, and they're starting to hit a little bit differently now now that they're 3-1. Speaking of insurance policies, them signing Kareem Hunt, that was a big-time signing because Nick Chubb is obviously down. They're going to continue to run the ball strong, even against the Colts, who are known to be one of the best defenses in the league. And the Cowboys, you're supposed to win this game. Start off fast and finish stronger.
Let's see how it plays out. Coming up later today here on CBS.
Watching a CBS Sunday night movie is like getting together and catching up with an old friend. Project?
Whatever.
And next up, Clueless.
Do you have any idea what you're talking about?
No. Why do I sound like I do?
The CBS Sunday night movies tonight on CBS.
What? Also, Cool Bear, weeknights on CBS.
If you're trying to choose between crispy or sizzling, remember, the or is optional.
Bundle 6-piece chicken McNuggets or a double cheeseburger with small fries for just $3.
Fanon Rucker called for the release of violent prisoners, even those convicted of assault, rape, and murder. And Rucker allowed a domestic violence attacker into the home of his victim, violating her constitutional rights. An unprecedented failure by Rucker, one he promised he'd do again. Joe Dieters believes victims of crime deserve compassion and care. Dieters created a victim advocate unit in Hamilton County to help victims navigate the justice system with less fear and more understanding. Prosecutor Joe Dieters.
I'm Amy McGrath, and when I was flying in combat, I'd carry these Bible verses and this flag with me for strength. And I'd send prayer books that I got in the chapel tent home to my dad so that he and I could say the same prayer every day. I tell you this story because we can heal our country with leaders of faith who do what's right for all of us. I approve this message because I'll carry these with me every day in the Senate, and I will always put Kentucky first.
If you're trying to choose between crispy or sizzling, remember, the or is optional.
Is there really widespread voter fraud happening? Monday at 11. Want more stats? Just ask Siri. Who leads the league in passing yards?
Welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore. We're getting set for the second half, and the Ravens will get the kickoff, 17-0. Baltimore in charge. Greg Gumbel, along with Rich Gannon. The age-old question for coaches at halftime: what do we do? I would think first order of business is Bengals have to get a stop to get some momentum.
Yeah, let's start there. 3 and out or a turnover from the defense would be important, Greg. I would say on the other side of it, they've got to come away with a score in their first possession. Just 95 yards of offense from the Bengals in the first half. It wasn't good. Third down was a big problem for them. And, you look at, the numbers, they are what they are. The sacks are beginning to take their toll on Joe Burrow. Did throw the interception. The interception came off of a blitz. So protection has to be better. They've got to open it up a little bit, and as luck would have it, Greg, we're here in Baltimore, and the rain starts to come down here in the stadium. It doesn't get any easier for the rookie quarterback dealing with wet balls.
It would be nice news if the Bengals and Joe Mixon had been able to run the football and had a running game going, but that hasn't happened.
No, it hasn't. And, Mixon had the big game last week against Jacksonville. He rushed for 151 yards. He had 3 touchdowns. He has just 15 yards on 7 carries. That has to change in the second half.
Devin Duvernay is deep for the kickoff, and he will not get a chance to run this one back. The touchback will start at the 25, and we go to Amanda.
Yeah, Coach, I talked with Coach Taylor, and I asked him offensively, what do you need to do better? He immediately pointed to those 2 turnovers. He also said those unnecessary penalties are killing us. I asked him on the defensive side of the ball. He said, no, we're playing really well, even containing Andrews. He said, listen, we're playing really well. I'm happy with our defense. Coach Harbaugh said he wants them to continue to do the same thing defensively. He said offensively, we just need tighter execution, and we need to be able to handle that nickel blitz coverage a little bit better.
Amanda, thank you. Zach Taylor echoing what you said, Rich. He's pretty happy with the way his defense has played thus far as Mark Ingram gets the Ravens started, and that's out to about the 28-yard line.
And they're keeping them in it. Their offense is struggling to find their way. But, I think they're playing competitive football. And the one thing that's been impressive is they've they've been able to keep the lid on the explosive plays. Baltimore is a dangerous offensive unit. Last year, they led the league in total offense as well as scoring offense. They averaged 33 points a game, but they've done a nice job keeping the lid on the big plays in the passing game and in the running game.
Lamar Jackson on 2nd and 7. Lots of time in the pocket. Now running out of time. And throws, and it's almost intercepted at about the 34-yard line. Logan Wilson came close to turning this early second half around.
Really nice rush by Lawson. Has 3.5 sacks in his first 4 games after having 5 and 12 games a season ago. And that could have been intercepted. That could have been the second pick of the day for Logan Wilson. Just wasn't able to squeeze it in. They are getting to Lamar Jackson. As John Harbaugh pointed out, the third down pressures have been a problem for this Baltimore offense. And here it comes again. They're just going to rush 3 now.
Jackson with lots and lots of time on the move. No place to throw it, and now throws it back the other way, and that's complete across the 30-yard line. Marquise Brown with the reception. But well short of a first down.
This guy never gives up on a play. They just rush 3. He knows he has time. He starts scrambling. You think he might throw it away? Nope. He's got eyes in the back of his head. He somehow is able to find Marquise Brown. They come up short of the first down, but it just goes to show you how natural it is for Lamar Jackson to extend plays.
So Alex Erickson is deep for the Bengals. High floater, fair catch called for and made at about the 24-25-yard line. 13:21 to play. The Bengals with that stop now going offense.
Amazon Prime Day is back on October 13th and 14th. Save big on things for you, for each other, and everything you need to start your holiday shopping early. Amazon Prime Day, October 13th and 14th.
Smooth driving pays off. With Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you save. You've never been in better hands. Allstate. Quicker call for a quote today.
Domino's knows delivery, so when we asked our team members how to make carry-out more convenient, they had thoughts.
Frisbee.
That's a thought.
Deliver it.
Even better. Introducing Domino's Carside Delivery. Just pull up, check in online, and we bring your food to you. It's carry-out delivered.
We all look at the same world, but we all look at it in a different way. Some just see beautiful lines. We see character. Some see a new motor. We see a new era. Some see what's there. We see beyond today.
We're all soldiers on our own, trying to find our way back home. So let's be bold and let's be brave. Came the sun, and now our hearts will beat. Now our hearts will beat as one.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Welcome back, everyone. It's looking like this should be their quarter. Rich?
Yeah, last year they didn't do such a good job coming out of the half with second half adjustments. This year, a much different story. They've been very good to start the second half.
Fake it to Mixon, the pass over the middle, and that's complete. Forward progress to about the 41-yard line. That's T. Higgins on the reception. That was first down.
That was a well-thrown ball by Joe Burrow. He fit this one in between a bunch of different defenders, the linebacker, the corner, the safety. It was a good throw by Burrow to start the second half.
Nothing but Ravens around T. Higgins.
Tight window. Higgins is very good at catching the ball in traffic. He looks easy and natural doing it.
Good pitch for Mixon. And Mixon just has not been able to find any running room so far this afternoon.
That's got to be frustrating. You know, he's such a talented back. He's a bigger back who breaks a lot of tackles, doesn't go down easily, but he just hasn't had some clean looks. Last week he had some big runs against Jacksonville, especially late in the second half.
Coming into this week, his 315 rushing yards, 5th best in the NFL. 2nd and 8. Burrow pulls it down, and on the run, gets it out to about the 45-yard line. It'll be Pernell McPhee bringing him down. Looks like it'll be a 3rd and about 6.
One of the things that surprised me a little bit when I really went back and studied him at LSU was his mobility. He moves really well. He can pull it down and make some plays with his legs. Not his first thought, but the opportunity presents himself. He can run for a couple first downs.
See what he does here on 3rd down and 6 yards to go. Under pressure, and he goes down back at the 35-yard line. And that is Deshaun Elliott.
Well, they're going to bring, again, another blitz. You see it coming. Not sure the back can get over there and make that block, but he's not looking. I think Burrow's got to take the hit off the quarterback. He should try and block Deshaun Elliott. One of the biggest issues, Greg, with the protection is communication. They've had a lot of bust. Guys running clean up in those A and B gaps.
4 sacks of Burrow today by the Baltimore defense. Crochet just inside his own 20 and isn't going to get any further. Bengals special teams keeps him inside his 20. We'll take a timeout and come back to Baltimore after this.
When it comes to buying a home, they say cash is king. But you're a queen, and that's just as powerful. You're armed with a verified approval from Rocket Mortgage. Sellers know your offer is good, so your bid has the strength to compete with cash offers. Now grab your crown and rule. That castle is yours. So when you need an edge in the bidding war, Rocket can.
Verizon knows how to build unlimited right. Start with America's most awarded network.
I'm on my phone 24/7.
Then, for the first time ever, include Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
We're a big soccer family. Handmaid's Tale. I love Frozen.
Then give families plans to mix and match, so you only pay for what you need and offer it at a price built for everyone. Plus, get 2 Samsung Galaxy S20 FE 5G phones for $200 when you switch. The network more people rely on gives you more. That's Verizon.
Today, pros have to do whatever it takes. The Home Depot is here to make that easier. Our delivery options get what you need where you need it, and our app helps you keep track of everything, so you can keep doing what you do best, whatever it takes to get the job done. Now, Pro Extra members earn rewards like Tool Rental Center credit or Pro Extra dollars with every purchase. Join the loyalty program made just for pros at HomeDepot.com/ProExtra. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
I really appreciate that Patrick price on my insurance, Jake from State Farm.
Here's the deal, Patrick. State Farm offers everyone's surprisingly great rates.
Let me repay the favor with some field passes. Come on.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Just for men, mustache and beard. For a gray-free game day. And by the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
What you're looking at earlier this month, the Bengals packed up remote learning kits for 350 students and made a $70,000 donation to help fund the 2020-21 school year as part of their Activities Beyond the Classroom campaign. That ball tipped at the line of scrimmage and complete, 2nd and 10.
I've been impressed with the job that this defense has done containing Lamar Jackson. They've done a good job getting around him in the pocket, disrupting the timing and the rhythm. Getting some bodies around him, and I think the most important thing that they've done is not allow him to squeeze out of there and run with the football.
How about the -4 yards rushing?
Which, here's a quarterback, Greg, that had over 330 yards rushing against them in 2 games a season ago. Good job keeping him in the pocket where he belongs. That was the key for them coming in.
On 2nd and 10, the pass out to the near side, and the bounds is Devin Duvernay.
They're not even completely healthy on defense. They're without, obviously, Mackenzie Alexander, a couple corners. They've lost some defensive linemen, and yet I just think their team speed's better. I think they're better at the linebacker position. I think they've got more playmakers that can match up against this Baltimore offense. I think the leadership is better on that side of the ball as well.
3rd and 2. This is Murray up the middle, has yardage, and goes down. Why do I keep saying Murray? Lamar Jackson. And there's a penalty marker on.
This is the same play that they ran last week against the Washington football team, and he went for a big one. He went for 50 yards.
Offense, number 72. 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
So that penalty is on Ben Powers. And that'll give the Bengals a bit of a break and negate that 1st down run.
He's right there in the middle of your screen, and you can see he's got the shoulder pad, the breastplate of the linebacker, and he's walking him back. That's too bad, because that was a good-looking run, the best run of the day from Lamar Jackson.
So now they're back to the 25-yard line, and it's a 3rd and 5. Jackson runs out of time, now throws, and hits his wide-open receiver. That's Marquise Brown for a lot of yardage, out of bounds.
This is where Lamar Jackson is so good. He creates opportunities for himself. He can turn a broken play into a big play in the blink of his eye. Watch him step up. He keeps the ball in a throwing position, and he's just going to find an open receiver. This is not easy to do, but it just shows he's got great patience. The skill set and athleticism allows the Ravens to attack the field every which way possible.
30 yards on the play, 6 of 77 for Marquise Brown receiving. Gus Edwards to about the 42.5-yard line. 9 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Pickup of 3, and it's 2nd and 7.
You mentioned Gus Edwards, Greg. He's averaging 6.2 yards a carry, 3rd most in the NFL, and I think he's the closer. In the first half, he's averaging just 3 yards a carry. In the second half, that number jumps up to over 7 yards a carry. He does a lot of his damage late in games. He's kind of like the finisher.
We have a Bengal down on the field at the 43-yard line. We'll find out who that is and what it's about after this.
I browsed 8 sites for divorce attorneys today.
I browsed 8 sites for divorce attorneys today.
I love working with you. Me too. Red heart emoji. Blue heart emoji. I hate Levo. Puke emoji. Puke emoji.
My heart rate is currently 150, 151, and back down to 150.
On March 15th, I purchased prenatal vitamins and 4 pregnancy tests.
The number on my credit card is 0237-1221-06.
Listen, I don't want to have this much fun, but the Rivers need me.
You think we want to sit around all day playing video games? No. But I'm doing it for the Rivers.
I'll lay here all day if I have to for the Rivers.
Giving this much hurts, but it's a small price to pay.
We're not going to sit there and do nothing. We're going to sit here and do something.
For the Rivers. For the Rivers.
Drink a Coors Hard Seltzer helps save a river. Each pack restores 500 gallons of river water.
Progressive presents At Home with Baker Mayfield.
Hey, the rain's coming. Furniture's gonna get soaked.
Furniture?
I'll start at the top, you start at the bottom, we'll meet in the middle.
You mean like the stands?
Come on, with 2 people, it'll be twice as fast. Don't just stand there.
Knowing who we are is hard. It's hard. Eliminate who you are not first. You're going to find yourself where you need to be. The race is never over. The journey has no port. The adventure never ends because we are always on the way.
She voted against me. She's a dirty player.
Newsflash! I was always a ruthless savage.
New Big Brother All-Stars, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8, 7 Central on CBS.
The injured Bengal was defensive tackle DJ Reader, who appeared to be favoring his left leg or left knee. He's been carted off to the locker room. And A.J. Green, the Cincinnati wide receiver, we're told will not return today with a hamstring problem. Second and 7 now for Lamar Jackson. Under pressure, he eludes one. Trying to elude another. Runs over an official and throws it away.
How about that, huh? That'll tire out that defensive line. But look at his, I mean, it's almost like it's a man among boys. I mean, just, you got a free rusher there. It's an easy play for Kareem. He runs by him and then makes another defender miss, and then the official gets in the way. He's trying to get out of the way. It's Jerome Boger.
Shook a tackle by Jerome Boger.
Good job by Jerome. Showed some good lateral quickness there. He avoided the sack. Could have taken Lamar Jackson. Now that would have made the highlight reel. That would have made the bloopers.
It still may.
Just goes to show you how difficult it is to get Lamar Jackson on the ground, even when you have a clean shot at him.
See what he's done on third down today. Looks left, looks right, has all kinds of time and incomplete.
It's a coverage sack. That was really well done. He had good pressure, and he had plenty of time back there. Just couldn't find an open receiver.
So that'll bring the punting unit on for Baltimore.
There's plenty of time, and he can't find an open receiver. The Bengals have done a nice job in their man-to-man coverage, locking up these Raven receivers.
A couple of stops early here in the second half. Sam Cook trying to put this one down close to the goal line. It takes a bounce and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Hey, Saturday, the SEC on CBS is in prime time for one of the marquee matchups of the college football season. Third-ranked Georgia heads to Tuscaloosa to face second-ranked Alabama. We get you set for kickoff at 7 Eastern time with the drive to Atlanta, followed by college football today. Saturday night, the SEC is on CBS.
That's hard to see. We've been talking about his importance to this offense, their ability to stretch the field. He's been battling that hamstring injury in training camp. He missed all of last year with the ankle injury. He missed his explosiveness. They need to get him back.
You and I have talked about it. His problem, the problem Bengals have, he just can't stay on the field. He can't stay healthy.
Yeah, it wasn't a problem at all, Greg, the first 7 years. He went to 7 straight Pro Bowls. In 2018, missed 7 games, missed 16 a year ago. We need to find a way to get him healthy, and that will help all those receivers out when he's back on the field, certainly the quarterback.
From the 20-yard line, here is Mixon, and Mixon across the 25, down to Amanda.
You guys talked about A.J. Green. He told us, listen, this is the first time I've really dealt with adversity in my entire career. So he's been leaning on veterans in the league that know what this is like. One of his biggest sounding boards is wide receiver for the Cardinals, Larry Fitzgerald. He's been encouraging him, helping him out, and he said, listen, I don't know anything but work. I will be back soon.
Amanda, thank you. Larry Fitzgerald's a pretty good sounding board.
He's a great professional and a future Hall of Famer. He'd be a great guy to go to for advice.
Burrow avoids that part of the rush and then gets caught from behind. Ball is loose again. Still rolling. And wiped out of bounds by one of the Bengals.
And that's Marcus Peters who strips it. Joe Burrow, Greg, remember at the top of the show I said, hey, look, you cannot hold the football against this defense. If you take 2 and 3 hitches, something bad is going to happen. You see the blitz, you see him step up. Now you've got to throw it away. There's Marcus Peters, who's so good at ball extraction. This is a defense that thrives on being disruptive and creating negative plays, turnovers, and field position for their offense.
And watch Joe Mixon swatted out of bounds. At about the 10-yard line. Line of scrimmage is the 9, 3rd and 21.
Dodged the bullet here. Think screen or draw to get off the field.
Good pass. And that is Drew Sample, and that gets not a whole lot. And the punting unit will come on.
It's really the style of play that defines this Ravens defense. And really their team. I mean, it's about creating pressure and havoc around the quarterback. And you look at that gentleman right there with his back to us, Don Wink Martindale. I had the good fortune of being with him in Oakland for a year when he was the linebackers coach, and he does a terrific job getting his team ready to play each and every week.
Big punt by Hubert. Crochet. Can't escape the special teams effort by the Bengals. Led by Brandon Wilson. 17-0. Baltimore, 6:08 to play in the 3rd.
Experian Boost has helped millions of people. How can it help you?
Whoa! 46 points. Experian Boost helped me lower my auto payment by $63 a month.
Boost your credit scores instantly, free, only at Experian.com/boost.
You don't need a big meeting. You don't need a birthday. You don't need any excuse at all. You just need to love subs. Times 12. So go ahead and cater to your craving. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
My husband John knew Joe Biden a long time. They'd fight like hell on the Senate floor and then go eat lunch together. Joe may be a Democratic candidate, but he'll be an American president. He'll work just as hard for those who didn't support him as those who did. That's the job of a president, to fight for all Americans, no matter their party, just like John did.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
The fighting spirit is one we all share. For Eduardo Perez, it's what fueled him as he began his career as a dishwasher, pushing himself to reach the top of one of the most challenging professions in the world. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
Love Jersey Mike's subs? Love them times 12 with our new catering box. Packed full of a dozen individually wrapped subs. They're yours for the sharing. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
You saying I need a new kidney? Need to start thinking about potential donors.
Drew, I haven't seen you since high school.
Really, story of 2 people saving each other's life.
I have 2 kidneys, right?
Yeah.
Well, then guess who's getting a kidney?
NFL on CBS is sponsored by Experian Boost and by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
Welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Not much offense here so far in the second half. Each team has been able to register just a single first down. Ingram. And Ingram finds a hole on the left side. Breaks through across the 45, close to midfield, and a first down for Baltimore.
Just watch. You're going to get the tight end come across. You get the right guard come across and kick out. This is just a good-looking run by Mark Ingram. A good physical run to start the drive.
You hear it a lot, Rich. That's That's how it's drawn up, isn't it?
Absolutely, and they need something to kind of get them jump started here in the third quarter.
Ingram again. Across midfield to about the 48-yard line of the Bengals. Christian Covington making the stop. So you get the feeling the Bengals, in order to reverse this thing, if it's going to happen, they need a big play from somewhere, whether it's special teams, whether it's their defense.
Yeah, they have to score on defense or in the kicking game because their offense hasn't been able to do very much against this Ravens defense.
And coming into this game, if you say you're going to hold Lamar Jackson to 3 yards rushing, you feel you've got a pretty good thing going.
Really good thing.
This is Ingram. Ingram, 40, 35, 30, still on his feet and finally wrestled down at about the 27, maybe the 28-yard line.
But then you spend so much of your attention and your eyes are pasted on number 8 that you forget about number 21. This is another good physical run by Mark Ingram. So good late in games.
That's a 20-yard pickup.
And you just keep pounding the ball at them.
On first down, this is Gus Edwards. And Edwards will get a couple to the 25.
I've got great respect for offensive coordinator Greg Roman. He's not afraid to repeat calls. He'll keep calling runs until you show that you can stop them. And the good ones do this. Go look at him. Very creative with his scheme and play calling. He deserves a ton of credit. He started the 2018 season with Flacco, got hurt, and then when they went to Lamar Jackson, he really built an offense around what he did well and what he was comfortable with, rather than ask the quarterback to adjust and fit into an offense that doesn't match his skill set. So I think that's the real strength of Greg Roman, is to really build an offense around Lamar Jackson.
Edwards. And Edwards on the cutback, hit hard, made his way to about the 21-yard line, and Josh Bynes with the tackle.
You mentioned his creativity. You'll see plays that look the same but are very different. He'll get a successful run play one week, and then the next week you'll see the very same action in a big play action concept off it. He told us on Friday where they need to be better is when the defenses crowd the line of scrimmage. We see that a lot with this Ravens offense. They get a lot of 8-man front football. They've got to do a better job making defenses pay by attacking and throwing the ball deep. They've not done a particularly good enough job of that through the first month of the season.
Cincinnati looking for a stop here and maybe hold the Ravens to a field goal. Plenty of time, though, going to the end zone. That's incomplete.
That's an example of Boykin and Jackson simply not being on the same page. You get man-to-man coverage. You at least got to give a chance to make a play on the ball. This ball sails over the head of Miles Boykin by a mile. No pun intended. That wasn't even close. Got a shot down in the red zone. You got to give the receiver a chance to make a play on the ball.
Justin Tucker looking for number 66 in a row from under 40 yards away. And he's got it. From 39 yards out, Tucker extends the Baltimore lead to 20-0 with 2:36 to play here in the third quarter. On Tuesday night, CBS brings you two of the 6 remaining undefeated teams in the NFL, with 3-0 Tennessee Titans hosting the 4-0 Buffalo Bills. That's Tuesday night, 7 Eastern time, here on CBS. I imagine, Rich, that can mess with some players' minds. It's changing of schedules, and it can't be helped. But as you mentioned before, players have their routine.
They do, and I wouldn't like it, Greg, because now all of a sudden you have an even shorter work week the following week, as you have to hustle to prepare for the upcoming opponent. We need those days to recover physically. You also need time to game plan and prepare. So there's not an easy answer for the league. It's an unfortunate situation. We're in the midst of some very tough times and some uncertainty, but the league is doing a terrific job trying to manage it all, but it is going to put some extra pressure and stress on these players and coaches.
Brandon Wilson will not return this one, and the ball goes through. for the touchback will go to 25-yard line. And here comes Joe Burrow, his day today. 11 for 21, 111 yards, and an interception.
Very pedestrian. And it's okay, what do they got to do now? If I'm Zach Taylor, I'm going to open it up, right? Well, what do you mean? I want to go no huddle. Let's go up tempo. Let's kind of get into kind of our 2-minute mode. Let's change the tempo and make it difficult for the Ravens to dial up all those pressures.
They'll start with Mixon on the ground, and Mixon for a couple off the right side.
Sometimes when you're struggling to find your rhythm offensively, that can really help a young quarterback. You get him in the gun, to call some plays, to mix it up, screens, do some different things. With Giovanni Bernard in there a little bit, the passing game, he's been quiet today. Critical situations, you got to think about players and not plays. Boyd's been quiet, Higgins just 2 catches. They got to be able to take some shots down the field. Make these corners of the Ravens compete.
On 2nd and 7.
Here you go, give it to him.
Burrow overthrew a wide open Mixon out of the backfield. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Oh, you can't miss that. That Burrow, that Mixon would have run for a long. He would have ran for a while there. Look, he's got him right there. Just make it. Just a little too much air on it. It was too easy. Sometimes we make the easy throws look difficult. That's one I'm sure he'd like to have back.
So he has Giovanni Bernard in the backfield with him on 3rd and 7.
Same blitz.
Burrow, crossing pattern. He's got his man, and that is complete to T. Higgins. And Higgins has a first down out to the 38-yard line.
Same blitz we saw in the first half that got home. Now watch how they block it. Watch the running back. This is a really nice job by Giovanni Bernard. He's going to pick up the free blitzer. And now the quarterback has time to set his feet. Nicely done there by Giovanni Bernard, and also by Burrow sitting in there with a tough jaw, keeping his eyes focused downfield.
Let's see if the Bengals can build on it. They'll give it to Mixon. And Mixon for maybe a yard.
Well, they run right into the teeth of the blitz, and this is just the inexperience at the quarterback position. You only have a certain amount of plays in a game, and you cannot waste a single one. And when you run Joe Mixon right into an comes with experience.
From the shotgun this time on 2nd and 9. Burrow flips it out here to Mixon, and Mixon across the 40 and knocked out of bounds. It's Jalen Ferguson making the hit. So it'll be 3rd down now.
And we're trying to jump the ball. See, by doing that, you give the defensive coordinator, Don Martindale, less time to communicate and prepare. Good job, the hard count.
Penalty markers fly, and ball throwing down the sideline. It is incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver. Let's come back to the penalty flags, and this will be against Baltimore.
Well, they're going to get Judon for offsides. Chuck Clark was in the neutral zone.
Defense, number 99. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 3rd down.
A couple times. That's a couple times, excuse me, Greg. A couple times today that Burrow has changed the cadence and caught Matthew Judon trying to jump the snap count. Got to be able to do that against this Baltimore defense. Change up the cadence and give your offensive line a chance.
As you're getting to midfield here, Rich, you're looking going for it on 4th down if you don't make it here?
I think so, Greg. I mean, they're down 20-0, and it needs something good to happen on this drive.
Burrow pushes it across midfield for the first down. And the clock will continue to run, and we'll run out of time here in the 3rd quarter. Cincinnati looking for something big to happen here in the 4th quarter. They need it. 20-0, Baltimore.
Tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? What if your clothes could stay fresh for weeks? Now they can. This towel has already been used, and it still smells fresh. Pour a cap of Downy Unstoppables into your washing machine before each load, and enjoy fresher smelling laundry for up to 12 weeks.
The pan. The myth. The legend. The comfort food that started it all. The original pan from Pizza Hut for just $10.99. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Shamar, let's do this.
What? Also, Colbert, weeknights on CBS.
$123,000 gone. $123,000 unaccounted for in Steve Shabbat's campaign account. An FBI investigation. Shabbat's campaign tried to blame his treasurer of 9 years. So they asked him, and he didn't even know he was Shabbat's treasurer. $123,000 that can't be found. Let's find a new representative. DCCC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
With advanced technology available on the Nissan Rogue, you'll be equipped to help protect the moments that matter most. This is tech that gives you confidence. Get a low $199 per month Nissan Rogue, or get 0% financing for up to 84 months on 14 models.
I'm Amy McGrath, and when I was flying in combat, I'd carry these Bible verses and this flag with me for strength. And I'd send prayer books that I got in the chapel tent home to my dad, so that he and I could say the same prayer every day. I tell you this story because we can heal our country with leaders of faith who do what's right for all of us. I approve this message because I'll carry these with me every day in the Senate, and I will always put Kentucky first.
Keeping your family safe.
Local 12 is the Weather Authority.
Back for the start of the fourth quarter here at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Bengals to the line in a hurry on first down at midfield. Burrow steps up, running out of time and goes down. Richard looked like he had it beat until he didn't.
Well, what it was it's a 7-man protection. They're just going to take a shot down the field on the post route. It's really just a 2-man route. He's got some time, but there's nowhere to throw it. I mean, where do you want to throw the ball? I mean, you got doubles on both of them because you're only getting 2 out in the route. And you see the back leg to the flat. So it's a good job by the Ravens, double on the 2 crossers, and just nowhere to go with the football.
Now the blitz is coming, and he goes down again at the 35-yard line. This time it was Marlon Humphrey coming off the corner.
Well, he never feels Humphrey come off the slot. That's just, it's tough. You just see Humphrey, he's unblocked, and Burrow never sees him until it's too late. And they're just making things difficult on this rookie quarterback.
So 3rd and 25 now. Burrow, a little short flip to Mixon. And Mixon back to about the 40-yard line, and that's it.
Yeah, we talked to Zach Taylor on Friday. He knew what he was sending his rookie quarterback into, and he said a couple things. Look, his advice to Joe Burrow, avoid the disaster. Just give us a chance to get to the next play and always know where your quick answer throws are. And that just simply hasn't happened today. In fairness, he hasn't had a lot of help. The pressures have just gotten to Joe Burrow.
O'Shea. He'll let it bounce behind him and roll into the end zone for the touchback. 13:03 to play here in the fourth quarter. All smiles for the Baltimore Ravens.
Verizon knows how to build unlimited right. Start with America's most awarded network.
I'm on my phone 24/7.
Then, for the first time ever, include Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
We're a big soccer family. Handmaid's Tale. I love Frozen.
Then give families plans to mix and match, so you only pay for what you need and offer it at a price built for everyone. Plus, get 2 Samsung Galaxy S20 FE 5G phones for $200 when you switch. The network more people rely on gives you more. That's Verizon.
Grab Taco Bell's Nachos Party Pack whenever you're dressing up to stay in or witnessing a miracle. Go big with delicious nachos topped with all your favorites. Nachos Party Pack, only at Taco Bell. Get yours with Taco Bell delivery.
Well, things are different these days, but we're figuring it out. We're doing school online now, learning a lot. Finding cool stuff to watch. Dad's got some new workout buddies. And I still get to spend time with you.
Be honest, which one's better? The Rogers rate or the Patchett price?
Guys, State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Jake, it's the Rogers rate.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Climb to the top of the mountain. Need to go on a vacation? Why not take a trip around the world? Hurry, hurry, hurry. Explore the sights.
It's unreal.
Meet new people. Enjoy friendly competition. Or maybe not so friendly.
I just don't want this to be the end.
We're gonna do our best.
We're almost there.
Don't let your four walls keep you from the adventure of a lifetime.
That sounds amazing.
The world awaits on The Amazing Race. New season Wednesday at 9/8 Central on CBS.
Mete presión, estamos activos para romper la tensión. Lo siento, pero voy a llamar la atención. Siempre ando frecha al día.
Go to NFLshop.com and gear up.
Welcome back, everybody. Wednesday on CBS, the $1 million race around the world begins in 3 days. The new season of The Amazing Race, Wednesday at 9/8 Central, here on CBS. So the Ravens once again back on offense from the 20-yard line. Jackson going to throw and almost intercepted at about the 25-yard line. Hakeem Davis-Gaither.
With a couple times today we've seen Lamar Jackson get fooled. He just never feels the zoning linebacker, and that's one that Davis-Gaither has to hold on to. They've wasted some opportunities defensively. They've been around the football. They've gotten their hands on a number of balls and just haven't been able to make the play.
Look at the field position the Bengals would have gained with that pick. That didn't happen. Instead, 2nd and 10. Ingram to about the 22.5-yard line.
Was the reason why Baltimore set a new single-season rushing record last season with 3,296 rushing yards. It's a combination of their scheme and personnel. You see Duvernay on the reverse, Dobbins. We always talk about they seem to have a fresh back in the game. Of course, you see a good-looking run from Mark Ingram, whether it's Ingram, Dobbins, Edwards, Duvernay. Getting a lot of production, 162 rushing yards, and one guy that hasn't done it is Lamar Jackson. He's been quiet today. 2 carries for just 3 yards.
See who this call goes against.
Nugent's on infraction. Defense, number 58. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
So it makes it, instead of a 3rd and 7, makes it a 3rd and 2.
Now you give them options. They can run it or throw it.
Plenty of mistakes to point at today in various areas.
I think when the Ravens, Greg, when they watch this film offensively, they're going to be very disappointed. You know, it has not been a clean performance. Lamar Jackson certainly hasn't had his best day either running or throwing. And they've missed some opportunities. They have not been very clean on 3rd down.
They're going to go for it on the ground, and they're not going to get there. And once again, a good stand by the Cincinnati defense. Josh Bynes leading the effort.
Former Raven. Spent a lot of money in free agency to address this defense. DJ Reader, who left earlier in the game with an injury. Trey Waynes, Von Bell, Josh Bynes, Mackenzie Alexander.
So, Rich, the Indianapolis Colts next on Cincinnati's schedule. They're sitting here looking at this game film and saying, we got to blitz this guy.
I think so. I mean, I think when you show that you can't handle it, then, you know, every other defensive coordinator around the league is going to try to do the same thing. Now, they don't have the Ravens personnel from a scheme standpoint, but that's a good defense we saw a couple weeks ago, and so, you know, they're gonna come after him. And everybody's gonna come after him until he shows, and the Bengals show that they have answers. We always talk about you have to have tools in your toolbox for everything that you could see on a Sunday afternoon. And unfortunately, they haven't shown that they have answers for the Ravens blitz.
See what happens this go-round. 11:23 to play here in the fourth. And first down for the Bengals at their own 23. Mixon. Blockers don't clear anything away and he loses yardage.
Boy, it's been a frustrating day for Joe Mixon. He just can't get a thing going. 11 carries for just 27 yards. There hasn't been many holes. Most Ravens have done a good job forcing him to the boundary. He does most of his damage between the tackles.
Lost a yard on the play, 2nd and 11. Burrow's got to throw it. He's got to be careful deep in his own territory here. Has time over the middle, and that pass is complete across the 30 to the 33-yard line to Tyler Boyd.
Old reliable Tyler Boyd. Been working on Marlon Humphrey. That's not an easy assignment. Just watch him drop his foot and transfer that weight and come back to the football. It's well done.
Burrow must have felt he had been in heaven with all the time he had in the pocket that time. On first down, they'll try to get Mixon going again, and Mixon squeezing through across the 35 to about the 37.
Joe Burrow's going to get on that plane. He's going to go home. He's going to wake up tomorrow morning, and he's going to feel like he was in a car accident. He's going to spend a lot of time this week with his chiropractor, soft tissue specialist, massage person, acupuncturist, the cold tub. What am I missing, Greg? He's going to be sore. He's been hit a lot in this game. He's been sacked 5 times. Not been easy.
And not a lot of show for it.
I'm sorry, 7 times.
Far side of the field has his man, and that is T. Higgins. And Higgins with enough for a first down.
Just watch Marcus Peters at the end of this. He does this a lot. You know, sometimes he's not even worried about making a tackle. Just watch him go for the football. Watch him start pulling. So he knows he has help. He's got other defenders there to help him. He's got Ferguson there, and he just tries to rip the ball out. He is so good at that. Creates a lot of turnovers.
Joe Mixon's longest run of the day, 6 yards. Burrow to this side of the field, and he has that completion made. And going the other way are the Ravens with the football. This is Patrick Queen for the touchdown.
That was all made possible by the amazingly talented play of Marlon Humphrey. He's got him by the waist with his left arm, and he's going to rip around and punch it out with his right hand. And that is really, you talk about a team that works on taking the ball away. Watch this. He's going to come in and he grabs with the left arm. Now watch the right arm. He punches with the right arm as he's got him under control. I mean, that is hard to do. And Patrick Queen's got an easy one. Watch the punch. It comes right there. I mean, that's just... These corners, Peters, Humphrey. Man, Marlon Humphrey's been targeted more than any other player in the league this season, and yet he hasn't allowed a touchdown.
That kick is good. The Bengals look like they had a little something going on offense, and then this happened, and it's suddenly 27-0. Baltimore.
Tonight, I'll be eating a veggie cheeseburger on ciabatta. No tomatoes.
Tonight, I'll be eating 4 cheese tortellini with extra tomatoes.
So it's come to this. Thank you.
Robert, careful, I'm old daddy's not here to save you.
Oh, I am my daddy. Wait, what?
What are you talking about?
Get your ice cold Bud Light, sell to hip. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now, hip. Just go to BudLight.com/delivery, BudLight.com/delivery. How many?
According to local building codes, fences can have a maximum height of 96 inches. Food for thought. Let's put the home in home team.
I don't know what happened.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened?
Nothing happened.
Sure looks like something happened.
Well, you've been with Farmers for 3 years with 0 auto claims.
Yeah?
So you earned your policy perk, accident forgiveness. Now instead of this being something,
It's nothing.
get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks. They should really turn this right off.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Start with a quote at 1-800-FARMERS.
Back shoulder throw, what a catch.
And he still goes. Touchdown!
President Trump is one of nearly 8 million Americans who has been infected with COVID. 60 Minutes investigates the very latest on treatments. Tonight on CBS.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Farmers Insurance. Get a quote at farmers.com. Uber Eats. Tonight, I'll be eating. And by Lowe's. We put the home in home team.
Couple of game balls there ticketed for Patrick Queen. He has been a force to reckon with here in Baltimore today, and so has Marlon Humphrey. You said it at the top. He can be a game wrecker, Rick.
He is. He's got a knack, Greg, for getting the ball out and getting on the ground. And talked about how this team works on ball extraction, but this is one of the best in the business at doing it. He had one last week against Washington, and seems to always be around the football. And that play that we just saw, maybe the finest defensive play I've seen this year. I mean, just the wherewithal to hold on with your left arm and then reach around with your right arm and punch it out. That is, I think Mike Thomas, the receiver for the Bengals, is still on the sidelines trying to figure out how that happened.
2 returned for touchdowns, and we're early in the season. That's Joe Mixon being thrown back. Update time once again in New York. Let's get you to James Brown and Boomer Esiason.
15 unanswered for Philly. Yeah, I don't know if there's a quarterback that works harder in the NFL than Carson Wentz does week in and week out. That's a 7-yard touchdown pass. Travis Fulgham is 31-29. Steelers still lead. Back to Greg Gumbel.
All right, guys, thank you. This is Mixon. Mixon to the 35-yard line.
Talked about Patrick Queen. You know, Baltimore's drafted 5 linebackers in the first round. Lewis, Boulware, Suggs, Mosley, and those 4 players have combined for 28 Pro Bowls and a couple Defensive Player of the Year awards. And this guy is going to be a good one. I talk about straight line speed, change of direction ability, sideline to sideline. He's really quickly developing into a really fine player at this level.
Mixon again. Well, that last defensive play by the Ravens kind of a gut punch for this Bengals team because they were moving the ball pretty well.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating day. You know, it's kind of on-the-job training, Greg, for Joe Burrow. And it's going to be a good one once he figures it out. But this is the painful way to go about it. You just have to take your lumps and learn. And I think the thing he learned today is that the time clock gets sped up against a defense like this, and you cannot hold the football. Throwing the ball away is not a bad thing sometimes. And today he just held on to it for far too long.
Quick pass to the outside for Mixon, and Mixon breaking away, looking for first down yardage, and appears to have it on the far side of the field at about the 45-yard line. Clock continues to move as we come up on 6 minutes to play.
I love this about Joe Mixon. He never gives up on a play. This guy, I don't care if he gets hit at or around the line of scrimmage. I mean, this guy is tough. He's a finisher. Football is important to him. He's ultra competitive. And, you know, the thing I like about him is he runs hungry and angry. That's what Don Martindale says. I don't know what he's angry about, but every time he gets the ball, he seems angry. That's what they need. They've got the good runner. They've got a good young quarterback. They need to get A.J. Green healthy. Most importantly, Greg, they need to play better up front. The offensive line has to play better.
Up the line today.
So Coach Harbaugh going to challenge the spot of that football and see if indeed the Bengals had enough for a first down.
Good job protecting it, and then you just see there, he always seems to be kind of falling forward and lunging at the end of plays. I think they'll spot that just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, the 45 is the line that they want.
The nose of the ball right now looks like it's on the 45, where they have it spotted currently. I don't know if his forward progress gets over that line to gain. It's probably a better angle right here. That ball's just shy.
Eagle eyes on the Baltimore sideline. This will be some painful film for the Cincinnati Bengals.
You know, it's never easy to lose, and then to make matters worse, you got to go back and go in there at film room tomorrow, and if you can't take constructive criticism, this isn't the business for you. And you know, even when you win, you're going to go in there and you're going to be criticized, and that's how you get better to craft. And I think there's an opportunity for everyone in that organization to get better. Even the Ravens, Greg, we talked about the struggles that they've had offensively. It hasn't been a great day for them in some regards, but to come in here and to be shut out with a little over 5 minutes to go in the game is not the type of performance that I thought we'd see from Cincinnati, especially after how well they played last week.
Ever had a coach that made it tougher on you after a win than after a loss?
I know the guy in New England does that a lot, and I have, and I think sometimes it's about keeping you grounded, keeping you humble, but most importantly, I think it's about getting better. And I think if you come in every day with the attitude that, look, I'm not going to take it personally, we'll try and get better at what I do, I think it's the way you get better. You know, I try and take these games that we do, I go back and watch them. I try and figure out ways that Greg would stop criticizing me during the game.
After reviewing the play, the run is stopped short of the line today. It'll be third down at the 44.5-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 6:23.
Well, they've got 2 downs anyway. They're going to go for it on 4th down in this situation regardless.
Well, to your point, Rich, for some unearthly reason, I've referred to Lamar Jackson as Kyler Murray a couple times today. I got to apologize to Lamar. I got to apologize to Kyle. I got to apologize to their fans.
Well, you know, I think when you look at them, Greg, their skill set, I mean, they're so dynamic when they have the ball in their hands. You just don't know what you're going to get. Is it a pass? Is it a run? Is it a scramble?
Yeah, that's not going to save me, Rich.
But I know, but they're fun to watch. I mean, they're just so unique and so different.
Third and short. Mixon.
Wow, he didn't get it.
No, he did not. He came up short.
That's why you got those big bodies up front. They wanted to get bigger along that defensive line. They did it by adding Calais Campbell, Derek Wolfe, and pair him with Brandon Williams, and that's...
Calais Campbell's got handfuls of Bengals.
Those are big guys to move off the ball. Calais Campbell, how good has he been? What a great addition. Last year's Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award winner. One of the most prestigious awards you could ever possibly win.
Remember Calais telling us about how he was asked to drop off the pass coverage a couple times?
I said to him, if I were the quarterback, I'd love to see you drop it, guys, unless I have to worry about you knocking me down.
Gonna throw it for the first down, and it is caught by Mixon. Nice throw by Burrow, and that'll be a first down.
This is really a nice throw and good touch by Joe Burrow. I mean, given Joe Mixon, that's a nice route by Joe Mixon. Really well done. Working against the rookie, Harrison. Look how Burrow gives him a chance to make a play on the ball.
We come up on 5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Cincinnati at the Baltimore 37. Mixon finds a little running room up the middle, gets it down to about the 30-yard line. This Cincinnati team not very successful on the road. 0-14-1 in their last 15 games away from home.
So you say, what's next for Cincinnati? And I think the next big hurdle is, as you point out, Greg, is to start winning games in the division. Just 1-5 last year and winning games on the road. And just 1-7 a year ago, and it's tough to win in this division on the road.
2nd and 3. And Mixon very close to a first down. Let's see where they mark him down. It's going to be short. So it'll be 3rd and short, and we hit the 4-minute mark. There are no consolation prizes in the NFL, but you know the Bengals would like to crack the end zone at least once today. Mixon fighting for first down yards. Looks like he has enough forward progress for the first down.
These were some of the runs that they needed early in this game.
They just weren't there.
No, it really forced them to be one-dimensional and have to throw it more than they wanted to, especially on 3rd down. They never found themselves in these third and manageable situations, 3rd and 5 or less. It just seemed like the whole first half and well into the 3rd quarter, it was 3rd and 8, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13. That's tough sledding against this Ravens defense that thrives on bringing pressure.
Well, the Bengals have to go back to work on pass protection for starters. Got to find a way to give Joe Burrow time to throw.
And it was a problem coming into today's game, and talked about the 14 sacks they gave up the first 3 weeks. That was the most. And you got different players playing at the right guard spot. You got a rookie left tackle, or I should say a second-year player who's essentially a rookie. Jonah Williams missed all of last season, and so
once again, short yardage.
Last time they got quarterback sneak here. Burrow was able to get it. Those big bodies.
Mixon inside the 25 to the 23-yard line for the first down, and we have under 3 minutes to play.
Well, sometimes you just gotta do it, right? Watch this. Why not? They got no one in the middle of the field. You've got 10 players up here. I know it's 4th down, but look, just throw the post route for a touchdown. You know, sometimes you gotta give the quarterback a chance. You know what I mean? So you don't get it. Take a shot. And the whole middle of the field open. That just goes to show you what the Ravens think of their play action game.
On first down, and this is Mixon. And not much there.
You don't see that very often as a quarterback. The whole middle of the field open. You like to be able to have your receiver run right down the middle of the field on a post route. That would have been an easy throw for Joe Burrow.
Think he had the freedom to audible?
I don't know in that particular set because they had the extra lineman in there. It's probably not something that they rehearsed. And not only that, but then you look at the play clock and you're down inside 5 seconds. Probably not in that situation.
Let me guess, if you audible, you better hit it.
Exactly.
Local businesses are the heart and soul of our communities. They give thanks. They make a difference. They go the extra mile. They've always been there for us. It's time for us to return the favor, because where you shop matters. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Truck companies love talking about horsepower. We're as guilty as any, but the true force behind our trucks goes well beyond brute strength. We run on human power, strength that delivers hope, courage to challenge, to serve others, to inspire change. And there's no power greater than that.
At Chipotle, carne asada is back. When you lay it on the grill, you get this aroma, chipotle pepper, cumin, fresh lime, and cilantro. When you take that first bite, it's lip-smacking and mouth-watering. It's so tender.
I can't believe it.
What? That our new house is haunted by Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Hey, Jill. Hey, Kurt. Movies? I'll get snacks. No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on our car insurance with Geico. I got snacks. Ooh, I got popcorn. I got caramel corn. I got kettle corn. Right. Am I so too loud?
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Corona Hard Seltzer is here, delivering refreshing flavors and pure beach vibes. It's another way to find your beach.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Geico. Happy Geico Week. You could save even more by bundling home and car insurance. And by Visa. Shop local, because where you shop matters.
Welcome back to Baltimore, everyone. Up next, NFC East rivalry renewed. The Giants and the Cowboys. Plus, the Colts head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Game 2 of our doubleheader upcoming next here on CBS. Burrow on 2nd and 8. Going to keep it on the ground, and Mixon not much further than the 20-yard line before he is dragged down.
Just talking about Calais Campbell. He has fun playing the game. You know, we saw him during the commercial break. He's over there encouraging his teammates. He's talking some smack. He just... Think about it. That patch on his left chest there, right above his heart. That's hard to get. You know, that Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award, that's not many guys have received that prestigious honor.
3rd and 7. And they're going to run it. And it's going to go nowhere. And that's Mixon. Kansas City and the Las Vegas Raiders are playing right now, and take a look at this with 8 minutes and change remaining. The Raiders with a 30-24 lead on the Chiefs. Bonus coverage upcoming once we're done here in Baltimore.
I was asked this week about that rivalry between the Chiefs and the Raiders. There really hasn't been one in the last decade, Greg. The Chiefs have dominated that one.
The other side has to win a while for it to be a rivalry.
That's a surprise to see that score. Carr has played well since throwing an interception all season.
38-yard field goal attempt is good by Randy Bullock. And Cincinnati appearing to just be satisfied to knock out the shutout. Tough day for that young man. Cincinnati, last time they were shut out 3 seasons ago by Baltimore, 20-0.
But the good thing about Joe Burrow, though, Greg, is he's tough. You can tell. You know, he's been hit a lot. We talked about sacked 7 times, but you know, you watch him late in the game. You can see his feet. He doesn't have happy feet. He's sitting in there. He's trusting the protection, even though at times it hasn't been great. He's got his eyes down the field. He takes hits. He jumps right back up. And that's what you want to see out of your quarterback. Not a guy that rolls on the ground and has to get helped off the field. This guy has demonstrated some real toughness and determination and some accountability, and I like that, the quarterback position.
A reminder for you, stay tuned for the NFL Today update delivered by Pizza Hut, time permitting, JB, and the guys in New York will have the latest NFL scores and highlights. 32 seconds to play. with running room on the near side of the field, brings it to the outside and goes out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Well, no surprises here today, Rich. You, and in fact, the Cincinnati Bengals knew that Baltimore was going to bring the blitz, and it happened.
Yeah, you had to know that coming in. I think if you just go back and look at last year's game between these two teams when they started Ryan Finley and they went after him. And so, you know, when you get a rookie quarterback, you got to test them and find out about him. And not just the quarterback, it was the offensive line. I think the Ravens felt really good about their matchups with their front against that Cincinnati offensive line, and they got the better of them today.
Robert Griffin III into the lineup to take the last snap. And with that, the Baltimore Ravens will move to 4-1 on the season, while the Bengals fall to 1-3-1 in a convincing victory for these Baltimore Ravens here today.
We saw that graphic. They did a really nice job shutting down Lamar Jackson in the running game. Just couldn't protect their young quarterback.
27-3 Ravens, the final for Rich and Amanda and Gene Steratore. Greg Gumbel saying so long from Baltimore. Let's take you to James Brown in New York for the NFL Today update delivered by Pizza Hut.
So Baltimore gets an impressive showing from its defense. 7 sacks on the day there in that 27-3 win over the Cincinnati Bengals as we come back into 43. Studio 43 filled. Coach Nate Anboom, impressive defensive showing.
It was. We all talked about Joe Burrow in the pregame and how well he's been impressive in his first 4 games. But listen, he went up against a very good defense.